Recording.
This meeting is being recorded.
That's a new voice.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Okay, everybody.
Ready.
So we kind of pick up back at the house, but the way we got there was a little different this time. Last session, you guys called upon help from Ombre to help fight Mezgul in the Oniric plane, devised a plan to go to him that night after resting and getting some of your spells back after fighting the Leviathan. You did. You went, you fought, and you defeated Mezgul at some cost. Ombre's life seemed to have been taken. Vitra died. It wasn't the easiest fight, but ultimately you were able to defeat Mezgul and Calvaxis to an extent, furthering your quest and goal to stopping Orion by taking out one of his stronger minions. Afterwards, through conversation between Mercule and Zinro, found out that Ombre's body needs to stay intact because her soul is being held, was taken by Mezgul whenever he lost his physical form and was taken back home, his original home.
That's right.
Where his mother Luna abides and is holding the life force and soul of Ombre in Caras Minas, the God City. After that interaction with Mercule, Zinro realized he was not able to influence Luna in the same way that he can with Mercule. Vitra also had a communication with Sun Daddy himself, where he essentially told her about the urgency of the events in passing, and for the first time, you guys learned that he's not able to intervene in the same way that maybe other gods have been able to physically create form in the material planes. But after all of that, Vitra did come back to life thanks to Zinro. You guys went back to your house. You went back to your house in Reckon Oasis that was built, and all went to your kind of respective rooms and kind of recouped for a bit before deciding to meet in the war room to start devising your plan on next steps. However, while in the rooms, Xeris had an unfortunate contact with Elias, and Elias threatened to take away the powers that were invested into him because he wasn't using them. He wasn't fighting. He was just being present during the fights. But that's how we got to where we are. That's how we got where we are. He's got his axe back. He still has the powers of Elias, but it's like a third strike type of thing. The rest of you guys, I think, were all already meeting in the war room, and he was on his way. So that's kind of what we'll start off with, Xeris walking into the war room / library. And what's the plan?
Yeah, what is the plan?
And make sure everyone here like speak up so that they can hear just fine.
Can y'all hear us okay right now? Okay. What is the plan?
I'm glad you guys can hear that.
Called us to the room.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
did.
we did?
Yeah, Sky Daddy told you that hurry the fuck up.
Oh,
You were
right.
like, right, yeah.
Okay, we were like, no, we don't, yeah.
No one knows that you
I
spoke
think
to
you were
someone.
going to tell us that you just had this.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, I forgot what it was last time. Okay,
Might have to do a repeat.
yeah, that's fine, nice refresher. So, when I died, Soul presented himself to me and said that he is not going to be able to intervene as we may have thought that he could. And he really stressed the urgency of we have got to get this taken care of, or it may be too late. So I also think I disappointed him, but we won't talk about that.
You disappointed the guy.
We won't talk about that part.
But-
How?
It's okay, I disappoint people all the time.
True.
So basically, I just wanted to tell you guys that we're getting signs that we've got to take care of business.
We gotta buckle that.
Yeah. So,
I mean, what's the next step anyways?
Well,
Do we go
gotta meet
after
your daughter?
Amalthea? Do we go after,
I know, so there's Amalthea, there's the greater,
do we go to the pyramid?
right?
Do we take care of, cleric boy that, was able to get in the pyramid?
Jermaine.
Yeah,
Oh,
who was able to see our, spy
Spy,
on him.
yeah.
that was excellent.
So what is the?
So your daughter's still trapped, right? Thank you. Yeah, he did
I
good
painted
on
them for you.
hers. Yeah. Wow, you did the coloration of the skull really well.
Yeah, that one was cool.
impressive.
Let's see.
Good job.
It's almost like he's got one eyebrow raised, like, Sam.
Well, I mean, we've been talking about going to this pyramid and trying to,
So, I mean, do we want to go there? I mean, honestly, we don't know what the pyramid does.
it just has one.
Who
of
is
these-
where what is?
Yeah.
I mean, we know that Orion.
But-
Yeah, right, it's one of the.
Something
pieces.
of Orion is there.
Yeah.
Don't even suspect at this point the soul of Orion
Yeah.
is kept there.
The thing is do we go after what we know to be moving towards the bad guys, or do we go explore? Because pyramid is an exploration.
Well,
Do you know that the old redheaded lady is evil?
Well, we don't know if
Yeah.
we have to do anything
Mom.
to get in.
That's right, Mom.
What a rebellious little kid you are.
Well, we have a fixed point, the pyramid, so we know where it is. We can always get to it. We're on the way in, except for Jermaine, which knows that he's being spied on. But I feel like he probably should be suspicious or what's the word I'm looking for? Constantly aware that somebody's probably looking at him anyway. That's based on what he does. Currently, I think that Umbri's soul is being held by Luna, as told to me by Mercury. So that may be a task I cannot complete in an immediate fashion. I don't know how safe it is. It was taken by Mezgul, so I couldn't.
How would we go about doing that anyways? I mean, going towards either of those places with as many allies as possible is probably a good idea. Or how do you
Or Luna might be able to give us an idea of what to do.
One more time, the city's name?
Minas. Wait, yeah, Minas Kalas.
And I also wonder if we, I don't know what's gonna happen after we go to the pyramid, and if we do find the soul of Orion, what's gonna transpire after that? And it may be necessary that we have Ombre with us to do that, because she is so powerful. I mean,
whatever fucking help, I don't know what the next step is. What is,
well, if it's Luna that has her,
if that is confirmed, I don't know. Who knows?
That's what Mercury
When I-
said.
when
I want to start talking like
And I
that.
spoke to him. I got back into my room. He told me that as such that she was holding him, at least back in the city that the gods would reside. And it's Callus.
So, Ombre, the daughter, is being held in the physical location of the god?
That is the problem that I think we have, is I don't know how to do that. And I'm gonna think, do I know of any stories of anybody who's ever been able to transverse?
You know one,
Oh,
and you kind of look over at Xeris, and think of Elias, who is the one mortal who's ever gone to the city of the gods.
Hey, buddy. You need to get on the good side of your friend over there.
Well, I have no information about Elias myself. Maybe you have more. If you know what it is that he must have done.
Trick.
Well, so basically he got real strong. He fought a bunch of wars and battles. He just really excelled at the whole murder thing, you know? He did the first one, realized worked out pretty well for him, kept doing it.
How did he get there?
Huh?
How did he get there?
Can you ask him how he got there?
You know, it's really the whole being on talking terms right now is a little rough. Now, I will say he has he has offered the same to me by following him and achieving a massive glory in battle. He has said that I would be able to partake in the same godlike levels as he has. So I think you have to achieve something in order to get something.
What more do we have to achieve?
Stopping Orion again?
But that puts us into an endless cycle, right? Because if we're trying to save Aubrey so she can help us,
But she might not be able to help.
she might not be able to.
I'm thinking at this stage this is not going to be something she can help us with. That may be a favor that we are earned by stopping them from being destroyed by Orion. If we still think that he's evil.
I'm just saying, playing devil's advocate here, guys. Sky Daddy may be evil for all we know.
I will say it is.
He did kill us, me then. But you know.
Well, we've also killed lots of people as well.
That's true.
Are we evil?
Respectively.
Pretty much.
I'm sure to a certain bar.
No, we're not.
We should kill the child.
There's a disintegrated child that would say that we're evil. So,
Was an accident.
well,
He's a
child
fool.
manslaughter is still not good, you know. So,
Unless you forget about the destroy an entire building.
Nah, he paid the price. He paid the price for that.
He is dead.
I don't think we can keep using him as a scapegoat anymore.
Y'all are worse than.
We were associates, okay? Actually, I don't know.
But I get that. Amalthea has hurt the world.
Whose side are you on?
I don't know.
Great, I can't wait to talk to you. Halfway in the battle, he's gonna be like, actually, I think we're gonna go on the other
I
side.
mean, from what I heard, Amalthea is pretty mean, so I'm good with killing her.
Okay.
I don't know, I've never met Orion, and I've never met Sky Daddy, so, well, in my memories, I met Sky Daddy, I met his palm,
Yeah.
so,
You remember seeing the webbing in his hand.
as I died, yeah, because we died, us died.
I guess, is it necessary for us to even get to Orion's soul on the pyramid to go and face Amalthea and Crater?
I don't know.
Like, how would that even benefit us? I almost feel like it
She
could
might be there, I don't
potentially,
know.
well, I feel like it could potentially hurt us. Like, if somehow we like, I don't know, free the soul, I don't know exactly how it's in there, but if we free the soul, and we have the eye, they have the body, right? I worry that it could just like,
I will say, obviously, if we do find a way into the temple or the pyramid, we don't exactly know how to destroy the soul of the god, so I'll give you that. It may be easier to take care of them, but there also is the idea that if we can stop one of those chain of things, it permanently ends the cycle. Comes over and over again.
So then the main thing would be kill Amalthea, the main driving force behind the plot.
yeah.
I would definitely delay her. I would think that somewhere Orion could convince somebody to bring her back in some form or fashion. Great evils find a way to back more times than
So then how do
Lies.
you stop the great evil?
I've already spoken to my god today. I don't think he wants to do another.
I'm happy to try to.
Could we banish her like Rumash? Rumash can't come back here.
Rumash was banished by soul.
Well, I mean, if we could find some way to banish
Something else.
Amalthea, she wouldn't be able to affect the material plane where Orion's souls are.
She can already step through different planes. I'm concerned we're not gonna be able to banish her and actually have her stay there.
I think it's a very powerful magic to bind someone to a particular realm.
Yeah.
I would think that Rumash isn't nearly as powerful as she was.
Right?
So we're back to exactly where we started.
So
It's
just
good to talk things out though. I mean, I think we have to.
Let's just put Ombre on the back burner as much as it hurts to say. While I try to learn gentle repose, because I think it's actually technically on the cleric's list, but it's not in my printed one. So I'll take time to learn gentle repose, so that way our body maintains intact as long as I can.
You sound like a wonderful father. Leave my daughter's soul to rot and burn.
I don't think it's rotting or
It's
burning.
rotting and burning with Luna.
I did
Luna
some
maxed out?
mending when I took her down and you were helping. I was trying to like heal and mend her body.
I did my
It
best.
might be vacation, I don't know.
Can we scry on
She might be having the best time of her life,
Maybe.
you know?
Maybe she doesn't want us to come.
where she is? Who has the ability to scry? You?
I do, but I was like, I gotta see how many
What's
spells
it like
I
being
have
useful?
left. 'Cause it-
What do you say?
So what's it like being useful?
Shut up, who told me? You do a lot of damage. You said,
Shit.
Yeah, you did more than
Yeah,
I
hey,
did.
I've been.
and every
doing
single
that
round,
last-
you can try to stun somebody like 3 times. So,
Yeah.
You do.
And then next battle, just, lean over, have Adam help out sometimes, and you'll do even more damage.
You played me so well when I was out that time.
Listen,
Yeah.
Adam knows how to play a monk like
I
nobody's
fucking
business, so.
know,
Unfortunately, based on my last split this year, I ran out of all the top level stuff, so I
Let me
would do
triple
it.
check. I might actually have one.
And I have to- and I just-
Who are we
I
doing
would
it?
take it.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Malphia,
maybe
maybe?
scry on
Amalthea, okay.
I put my wand in the middle of the table and cast scratch.
Okay, well, that.
Dude, make it look so easy, like, job.
Oh, shit.
Any cool way you want it to look like?
The big kind of like, if you remember from like old Power Rangers, they would have the big
Big
orb in the middle
orb?
of the
Yeah,
table.
yeah.
Like
It's like-
Ultron, like, yeah, I want that, like, everyone,
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. So it's like a big ass Palantir.
yeah.
Um,
That's a good way to put it, yeah.
Yeah. and yeah, so you guys all look into this large, like semi-opaque, but still kind of translucent sphere, and then it starts to take imagery. There's actually, you guys kind of recognize this surroundings. It looks like she's back in that house in Athena, which makes sense because that's what was told to Wrath by Orion to go see Amalthea and Athena.
DC 19, she wants to, if she notices it.
Oh yeah, good point. I should have done that before I told you anything, but you already knew she was in Athena, so that's not really a spoiler.
That would just help him out. That way he could focus on being there.
Yeah, hold on. Let's see if she notices is really what it is.
And if anybody's around, they could notice too.
This is what is this intelligence or
Wisdom, I believe.
wisdom? Perfect.
I feel like she's very wise.
Yeah, she's not bad. All right, so she rolled a natural 1.
So she doesn't know that.
Still a 17. What was the DC?
19.
19,
So just remember, the whole thing is she's gonna get it better.
Yeah.
Thank God it wasn't.
Well, 1 plus 6.
So just make sure we don't do wisdom shit. Let's aim for charisma things.
So she does
Write
not.
down your notes, Mandy.
She does not notice that you're being.
I got some
Perfect.
spells.
So for the next 10 minutes, you can kind of like
What
be
is
a
she,
blind.
what is she doing? Is she?
I mean, at this,
Whatever.
yeah. So this is what kind of midday for you guys. Like, I think you guys kind of had that fight at night and came back. You haven't rested yet after the fight. But yeah, so at the moment, it looks like she's in the process of speaking with a, how do I describe it? He looks like a higher up in the Fintheon dynasty, but clearly not still with the Fintheon dynasty. So when you look at him and you can see him and everyone can kind of see this semi-clearly, he definitely looks like he has the facial structure of a high elf. He's still wearing some of the like whites and greens, but they're very much dirtied and tattered. Not wearing any sort of armor or anything, but he's definitely wearing the robes and the look, but he looks like he's very far removed. Because every time you've ever seen a Fintheon, anyone, they are like, yeah, they do like prestidigitation to always look perfect. So you can tell he's not part of any sort of affiliation.
Do any of us recognize?
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Probably not. See, the only person I would say probably the closest would be Zinro. Just because he's lived in the Fintheon area the longest. You were in the forest. I don't think you'd have
Hey,
much.
I visited, thank you very much.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, because your family's kind of high up. Yeah, go ahead and make a history check. Yeah, make a history roll. We'll say the DC is 16.
Because I'll know all the noblemen.
So good, rolling like shit.
If you play it down, it's like a roll.
That's a 13.
And then what'd you get?
7.
So yeah, you guys, he looks familiar to you. Like it looks familiar, but you just can't put a name to a face. You don't recognize him at all.
He just looks like a deserter to me. He's
Yeah.
got dirty clothes.
Well, I mean, you guys have learned in the last couple of weeks that
Fintheon lost.
Cretan
Yeah.
army won the war for the titles and the lands, but there's still a lot of
I mean,
contention and a lot of.
without him saying any words and I can hear him, could I just, well, I don't need to make an inside check. He just looks like somebody who's like, oh, well, I'm on the bad end of things. I just had a word in my head and then it was read out.
Is Crater still there?
You don't see Crater.
I know him.
Desperate.
I
He
just don't
just
know
looks
where
desperate.
I know him from.
Yeah, he looks
Really?
Does he look broad?
distraught. Yeah, he looks scared.
Like scared of?
Yes.
Can I roll like an insight? Is he scared of her?
You can roll
Or
insight.
scared
That's
of
what I was
Jack?
gonna ask. 'Cause like,
Yeah, roll insight on that. It'll be a little bit
I'll
harder.
help him. I'll give him advantage.
Okay.
I have crappy insight.
Okay, because I was about to say, I'm about to be fine if it.
We'll say this one's an 18 because it's a little harder to tell through the TV here.
Yeah, no, it's
Your
that's
acting
the
skills are
best.
really good.
What's that?
Maybe the acting skills are really good.
Yeah.
25.
25. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Well,
I'm a plus 10 to
So yeah,
so it is hard. It is hard to tell through the the orb, but it's pretty obvious to tell that he is terrified of Amalthea.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
He's
terrified
like
towards
trembling.
her.
You can tell like through the scrying. Can you hear?
I think
Or is it all visual?
I thought it was just visual, but I could.
I think it's just visual. But if you can hear,
In my brain, I'm
You
trying
can
to
see and hear a particular creature, so I
Okay.
can hear her.
okay, perfect. So you see his face, and it's like it's almost one of those things where like every few words you see him kind of like oh shit, like she's like slamming into him. And as you guys kind of focus your scrying energy towards Amalthea, you hear her essentially berating him about the armies, that the fact that the war was lost was not part of the plan. She says that she needed those caves. And this puts a hiccup in their ultimate plan. Slows them down.
Maybe Alcarante's house.
There's a bunch of portals there. So-
And after a few minutes, you just got like, you guys are all intently watching. You just kind of see her like lift her hand up and just kind of do this. And he just like lifts up like Darth Vader style and like hovers towards her. And you see her kind of look off to the side, and everyone except for you two
Okay.
all recognize this fey, beautiful woman walking through. You all see Mira, if you remember her,
Fox
the
lady.
fox lady.
Oh.
You see Mira walk out, and you just see Amalthea look over at her, look back at the man, and then by the time you guys kind of refocus back on the man, you see like Mira like biting into his neck, and he's dead. She like lunged at him.
That is a throwback.
That was
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Right? She's the one that ran around the house.
She was the one you guys fought.
Yeah. And we
Yeah,
But
wasted
after
our
you killed,
time.
the Grayspire guy.
Yeah.
After you killed her, the guy who had her essentially locked in this plane, she just like stopped in the middle of combat. She was kicking y'all's ass. She stopped in the middle of combat. Well, this was many levels ago.
Yeah.
But she stopped and was just like, "Oh,
It's a
I'm good to
way-
go."
It's a good way of fighting,
And she
man.
just walks into the Feywild, and
Yeah.
you guys lost her. Yeah, she was cool.
Um,
And now she's back.
She was sick.
She was cool, man.
She was. That was an ingenious way of fighting.
She was just like, I'm good.
All
Left.
it means is that he learned from our last few battles, and he's like, I'm about to bring back a classic.
Yeah, who doesn't
Okay,
love a good old archfey?
So Crater never came in that whole thing.
Crater, no.
Okay, so I'll end Morpheus, and I'll
So
spend
he's
my
done
last level 5.
Are you sure?
The Finthian guys did.
Well, we're gonna sleep,
Yeah.
I would imagine, because I
Yes.
don't have any spells left.
Yeah.
If we never slept after the Battle of
Yeah.
Medical, this will be my last spell, and I will do it again on Crater, and then we'll sleep after that.
Okay, interesting. I'm gonna roll before because he is definitely not wanting you to describe
it.
him.
Is a DC 19.
All right, let me go to his stats real
They're
quick.
outside our door right now.
Yeah,
He's
wisdom
over
saving
at our
throw.
house.
He's outside.
All right, not as good as old girl, but he's not bad. Come on. DC 19 again, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, he's good. There's a 15 on the die. He's got a +8, so
All right.
23.
So it does.
I will say the image starts to pull up and you see like kind of broken and shattered wood all around him. And you see like the door of this little like all wooden enclosed cabin with a small window looking out. The door starts to open and then your image goes away.
Okay.
You see him kind of look up at the sphere and like,
So he was in there and then the door was opening.
Yes.
Or he was going.
I was just giving you some narrative to like
Oh,
show
he was
like,
about to walk
He's
out.
about to walk into the cabin.
no, he was in the cabin.
Oh,
The
yeah.
door was opening to the cabin. So someone
So
was about to
someone
walk
else was
in
coming,
and then he
okay.
goes, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So wasn't able to grab him, but
I don't think they were referring to Alcarante's caves because she already was with Alcarante.
Yeah, but,
they know that we have access to the cave.
and that was Cretan land, wasn't it?
It is our Cretan land. The
Okay,
cave,
technically,
right?
but you would think
I
that
think-
would stop her the first time?
You don't think they're talking about the Dragon Glass Cave?
That's,
Ooh.
oh.
Thank y'all, because I've been thinking that the whole time. She doesn't know this.
Yeah, because we were supposed to go there and try to look at the mining
Yes.
So down
in
Oh,
way back in the day.
Down in Athens?
Yes,
Yeah.
off the beaches.
Crete now controls Athens.
And she's pissed because that's where a lot of those resources are. We never did go and see them.
Do you think she knows about the underwater?
Yeah, probably.
Hey.
I was about to say, hey, they might be scribed, but probably not.
They would've-
You can, it's
Oh, they
unneeded.
are
It's
how-
unneeded.
oh, it's inside the
Yeah.
Yeah, this is divination free, so you can't.
But if
Thanks
they
to
were
old
scribed
Silex.
at the time.
This whole house is divination free.
Yeah.
I mean,
If they were scribed at the time of.
Yeah, that whole, my body is the, on my, the body is down there.
We, our body.
Oh my
I mean,
Lee's body.
It would take some time to get all that dragon glass out, but it would be a large assortment of it
I would feel like.
Does it have an army? They have a huge resource.
that they just lost. They just lost a huge resource of that already.
I know I'm being picky, but this isn't Game of Thrones. It's Dragon Scale, not Dragon Glass.
I'm sorry.
I can't do that.
You can call it whatever you want, but it's Dragon Scale.
I
I know it's really similar, but that wasn't by design.
Yes,
Yeah.
dragon scale.
It's literally Dragon Scale. Like,
Scale, scale, scale.
It's your actual,
Yeah.
ours and
Scales.
his.
Our, them is,
Your
Yeah.
scale,
Us.
your skin.
My thing,
mine, we,
the thing is, I don't know if they would know
Our-
about that one, because, again, what would have stopped her from just getting it already?
I
She
think-
had
the big ass dragon.
I think it's Xanthos. I think it's the ones in Xanthos. I think you're right.
I don't know those. I can't.
So- How does this change anything about what we need to do?
Could be something in the case, but again, it's more Operation rather than.
I mean,
taking it
yeah,
right
why
back
would she
to-
need access to this cave? Is it just for the dragon scale?
We don't know until we go.
Cora, always down for adventure.
She is too chaotic.
To take down there.
I mean, we want to think smart, we can do that, try to cut her resources off, and then little Rainy up here, you know, she's been trying to reach to Luna and talk to her other little lady god who's connected, she can try to reach out to her,
Little lady.
and then see if she can talk to Luna and work on that at the same time, so then we're like multitasking, I think it's a great idea, so if we can reach out to that, work on your daughter, try to get those resources and that system going, while we try to cut off the head on whatever else she wants from there, 2 birds, 1 stone.
For the whole thing, Raph's brain just started
Melting.
I think Adams did as well. Holy cow.
I just phased out until it stopped.
You
yeah.
should try to talk to your lady, to try to talk to Luna, figure out how we can save her, his daughter. And then we should go to the caves, wherever those are, because I don't know those are.
Well, you know what Adams is.
Okay.
I don't know Athos is, but I don't
Shit.
know all that.
Aubrey's not on the boat. Who's the captain of the ship?
Bradbury's on foot.
I don't remember that.
Bury.
Was
She
Bradbury
said-
on?
Yeah, because, I don't know if I told you guys that. The first time that I talked to, Aubrey.
Now I'm actually not remembering.
Yeah, I'm actually, the first time that I talked to Aubrey, she said, and thank you for the gift. And I
Oh.
asked her what she meant, and she said, Bradbury, he's on here and proven to be quite
Because
useful.
what's his face was at the time found Bradbury for us.
Derek, yeah.
Derek, yeah, we hired him.
Bradbury has
Right. I've never met Brad.
So Bradbury's on the ship, he doesn't have it though.
I don't know.
So
Yeah.
I can check,
Could
I
be.
can look and see.
now I'm curious who's the captain of the boat, because
Alright.
she didn't have.
Yeah, can you scry on the boat? I can, or can
No.
you scry on a person?
That'd
I
be
can
a person.
scry on Bradbury and see if he's with the boat.
Are we trying to
Yeah.
find the boat?
We wanna know who's manning the boat since Aubrey is.
I mean, we can get to where we're going via the portals and the caves, but I was just curious because that's my daughter's property. I'm looking after her estate.
So-
until she-
So I will go ahead and try and scry on Bradbury and see where he's at. And if he's with the boat.
Okay.
I mean, we can save a spell slot and just find out where the boat's at and go there. The map in my room does show where my son and ex-wife are.
Oh, well, are we sure that they're?
They were hired to do the.
Be part of
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Okay, that's fine too. Let's do that.
Yeah.
I am still
Yep.
curious where Bradbury is, but
I mean, nothing's stopping you from doing that.
we could do both. All right,
Um,
yeah,
oh,
I'll go ahead and, I am curious, I'm gonna scry on him still.
Okay, so you going to the bedroom first or scrying first?
Let's scry first.
Okay.
Okay, yes,
And you're scrying on Bradbury.
yes.
Right.
Bradbury's not happy.
Why am? All right. Yeah. What's your what's the save on that?
19.
19 for you as well.
Oh, 15.
Does not work. You rolled a 19 on the die.
Yeah, all right, well, we tried. That's all right, that's all right.
So
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Bradbury
Alright.
wants to get good with himself. huh?
No, off to Xeris' map.
How many things do you see on your map, Sarah?
So on the map, there's like a few dots. They're all basically just my extended family. So, but there's particular ones that are both the son and the wife, and they'll be in the same spot, and that'll be where the boat is. Hopefully, unless they got kicked off the boat.
Yeah, so you see both of those dots are currently in Athena.
That's not good.
That's really not good.
So where do you go first? Do you go to Athos or do you go to you?
It depends on if we want to get the boat or the caves.
Have Raph and Corey, I don't think Raph and Corey have been on the boat,
Mm-mm.
so yeah, I can't.
No, nothing about a boat.
There actually is a skull in Ambre's room, which allows me to cast Word of Recall. So I could take us there like that, but it's only 6 of us. So we'd be short.
If you take
Yeah,
Right.
we'd be short.
Wrath can create
He's got to sleep first, though.
Plus, doesn't that take time to create a teleportation?
10 minutes.
circle?
It takes an hour, yeah.
An hour.
So we'd have to be real low key for an hour. That's,
But
So I feel like it's either between going to the boat or
if
going
you
to.
cast it at a higher level, can you take more people?
nah, word of recall set at 1+5.
What's the spell level?
6th. And I guess technically it says 5 will increase your teleport or sanctuary of your deity, but I casted the spell there when I first placed it to make it a thing I can go to. So
I mean, I would say I would allow you to cast that at 7th level to bring 2 additional people, but you'd have to use a 7th level slot.
if you wanted to, yeah, I'd be fine with that.
When we get the boat, that would take us to Athena, then
I'll take it-
that might cascade.
That would put us in Ombre's quarters, the captain's quarters, assuming the boat is still intact.
Assuming the boat is still intact, as well as not being occupied by any of Amalthea's people. And the fact that she had what I guess would be somebody from the Thintheon dynasty there, I wonder if any of the remaining soldiers are still in that area.
Sounds like a stealth mission.
Yes.
My specialty.
Yeah. So I guess we have to determine, do we want to go to the boat first in Athena? Or do we want to go to the caves first? Cave, I feel like this is more exploration because, I mean, we know dragon skill is there, but we don't know if that was the only resource that's in there that she needed.
Maybe.
It's overtaken by, I mean, it's in control of Crete right now. So, I mean, maybe it's not a dire emergency that we go there.
That's understandable.
It's already slowed down, she said that herself.
Right, yeah.
So maybe Athena's best course of action.
Yeah, I mean, Sun Daddy said we needed to go urgently, so, I mean, going right to the source.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta sleep
Sleep.
first.
Yeah, let's sleep first.
Okay.
Let's sleep.
Do you still want to try to reach out just to see if you can to your goddess lady?
Yeah.
Yeah,
See
I
if she
can
has-
I can try praying to my God. I don't know if my 7 days is up yet to talk to her. And then
That's what I was
huh?
No, it's not.
She just did that like 2 days ago to Yvonne.
You know, it's hard to keep.
I can try, I was planning on trying with Luma.
Yeah, she's
Yes.
failed for the last like 2 weeks. So
Yeah,
she's
so I
still-
don't think, who fucking knows? But
I can try to reach out to Luna.
You could, maybe.
Sure,
Luna
try.
hers.
I'm sure it's gonna get really
Because
bad.
Luna wasn't hers, right? So maybe Luna's yours.
I can pray. I can pray to her. She might answer.
Yeah, you can still pray.
Go for it, everybody just pray. Pray
you first, Rain, I'll pray after you.
Are you doing that
Oh,
here in the war?
We're doing it
We're
here?
going-
I'd rather do it in the observatory.
That's what I figured.
I might have better
Yeah,
connection.
go
after.
Can I
Yeah,
come
the
with?
antenna's stronger. Yeah.
Those would be the thing, I would go back to my room and try to learn a propose that I was looking 4 hours.
I would probably follow, because I would correspondingly go at some point, so.
I'm going to sleep.
I'm going to sleep. I'm at 1 hit point.
My brain imagines you like making a hammock and you're just like.
In the room, like this.
Yeah.
All right.
Roll.
You don't have to roll, just pray.
She's just doing
sorry.
it.
Yeah,
She's not doing
I
it.
just pray. Oh wait, are we where are we praying at? In the room? Where are we all going to sleep? Like what are we doing?
The observatory.
I'm sleeping.
Okay, we're all going to the observatory?
No,
No,
just
just
you.
you. And Cora.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, you've never been in my room, have you, Cora?
No,
Well, you're you want to see lots of plants.
She'll send you the whole PDF.
no, actually, I probably have, just knowing.
Okay.
She's probably gonna see all of y'all's room.
Yes.
But not that I'm gonna tell you that.
All right, so what am I asking about Ombre Soul?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know.
Just trying to see if you can figure out,
How do we
Is
get-
Omni's soul safe?
yeah, is it safe? If we can get her soul back, how can we do that? You know,
Okay.
Basic.
Okay. Okay, so I'll go to my altar I'll light the incense, get my rocks, my crystals. I have crystals. And I'll bring over my pillow. Okay, so then I will sit on my pillow, kind of like in a meditation stance. So crisscross, applesauce, hands are like this. My eyes are closed. I will just focus on Luna and see if she'll talk to me. And I'll say, Luna, I haven't actually talked to you like I thought I have. But we were told that you have someone's soul and we were wondering how we can possibly get it back. Is there a way that we can come, I don't know. Yeah, possibly. How can we possibly get it back? Or can we get it released? Okay. And I'll just see what she says.
Yeah, you listen, and besides the occasional giggle from Cora, the crackling of the incense kind of burning, you don't hear any other response.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I'm gonna try now.
Do you do the same thing with the
No, I'm
incense
not
and
gonna
the
do
altar?
exactly what she did. This whole time, I was studying you like a hawk, like
You're just asking each person to pray individually so you can see what they do. You're up next, by the way.
just like.
No, we'll grab a pillow. I have 3.
Yeah, I grab the pillow, I light the incense, I do the thing.
Technically, so far, it's the closest with me because of the staff.
Yeah.
Just breathe in, breathe out. And I guess I actually have to roll it, right? 'Cause I'm doing the real.
Yeah, you'll roll a mention.
She's trying to
Without a god attended to
You're
you.
not even a cleric.
I'm gonna do this here.
And what's your level?
Or-
You're 15.
We haven't.
You haven't
yet.
rested, so 15 right now.
16, but we're 15 right
No,
We're 14
Wait, I thought we were 14. Going to
Yeah,
15.
we're
and we're choosing a feat.
7.
Wow.
I'm trying really hard.
And what are you saying?
Huh?
What are you saying?
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying, I know I've never done this before. I really am trying to reach out to Luna. I know we've never communicated, and this might seem very random, but there's someone for the first time I think I've really made a connection with, and I want to help him find his daughter. Oh. I am actually trying. Please reach out to me and help me save his daughter. And please, just please.
Yeah, so Rain, you watch her do this. She did everything you did, right? She got the fingers
Right.
up. You hear her saying, please, please. And as you look at her, she just kind of goes still and just kind of like very tranquil in the moment. Cora, you say this and you don't hear any response. You don't get any sort of like connection that you the feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you'd be like, and then.
All
The
right.
classic mercy.
Well, I'm talking my hands down.
Yep.
But it didn't work. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So when you put it down and you go to look back at Rain, everything around you is just pale blue and white. You're no longer sitting in this observatory. There's no ground below you. You're sitting on this pillow still with this altar with lit incense and candles, but you're floating. Essentially, it looks like inside of a cloud. But you don't see Rain anymore.
I'm a feet on the ground kind of girl. Hello.
The pillow you as you turn, like it's like a flying carpet, but it just turns a little bit.
Just imagine Cora holding on this pillow for like dear life.
One hand on the desk, one hand on the pillow. like,
Yeah. Oh, someone, you there?
You don't hear any response.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm looking for, Zinro's daughter, and I want to free her. He's a good dad. I think he's a good dad. His soul's with you. If this is, yeah, with Luna. Well, I think you're Luna. Maybe not with you. I don't really know what I'm doing.
The cloud around you starts to get a little bit more dense. It's more white. Some of the pale blue starts to fade and it starts to get darker. As you kind of sit there on your little pillow.
Very stiff.
Yeah, very stiff.
Very
Yeah. The sky blue starts to turn to kind of an orange, almost like a dark red, and then black. If you look around, there's the cloud and the whiteness, but it's like all black around you. And then you notice that as you're holding on to the desk and the pillow, you start to see like a reflection of light kind of hitting your arm, and you look over and you see a large like, it's essentially like a ball of kind of fiery white light, breaking the darkness. All you see everywhere else is just kind of pitch black, except for this little cloud you're in, and your pillow and desk.
I'm kind of relaxing because like darkness is comfortable with me. So I'm like, oh, okay. And then so I want to look at it. Do I feel any kind of sense of like, I don't want to say energy, but do I feel that the light is benevolent or calming or good, or I feel kind of scared from it?
Make an insight check.
It's like a dwarf star.
Well, I was in that one, so I don't feel shit.
I
have no idea about
You
what
are doing this for the first time.
I am very new at this.
Yeah, you look at this big ball of light and you start to feel a little bit scared, a little unsure. It looks like it is getting closer and that's starting to freak you out.
This might not be good. This might not be good. Okay. Hello, ball of light. Can you help me? I'm talking to a ball of light. That's crazy when I'm crazy. So, I mean, that's not too weird, right? Like, it's a ball of light. Can I put my hand out to see if it'll like go into my hand?
The light starts to take shape.
Okay. Oh my God.
And
oh, it's massive ball of light.
yeah. Well, it's shrinking as it gets closer,
Okay.
right? And it starts to get to the size of, compared to you in this place, it almost looks like a fairy, almost like Tinkerbell size, as it just hovers, and you have your like hand out, and this woman stands on your palm and looks up at you, and you instantly recognize the face of Amara, which is your friend that you had growing up, that ghost friend. And you recognize that face.
I'm just gonna cry.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look at it and just start bawling.
You were always meant for great things, Cora.
Do you just look like her, or are you her?
I am and always was her.
I'm mad at you. Why don't you leave me?
You needed to grow on your own. You needed to become the farrier. You just needed guidance, not a friend.
I didn't have anybody. You were all I had.
And look where you are now, surrounded by people you care about.
I mean,
You're here pledging yourself for someone you've only known for weeks. If I was still around, you'd still be playing pretend. Sometimes you need to say goodbye so that you could have other hellos.
So hard. Oh, I didn't have anybody. Why couldn't you do it a different way? I mean, shit. Most of them don't like me anyways. I didn't have family. I didn't have friends. All I had was you. I didn't want to live after you left.
That was difficult for both of us. But I also have to look after a billion other people.
Then why did you even bother coming into my life?
Because I needed you to become the farrier, Cora.
What does that mean?
It means
What
you-
is the barrier?
It means you can help people like you're doing right now. You help those who have passed get to where they need to be. Is that not what you're doing right now, Cora?
I'm not
Is
very
this
good
person,
at
is this person, and you see her tiny little palm, you see an image grow and the blackness turns into almost like an obnoxiously large TV screen, essentially. And you just see this big round image, and you see almost this montage of Omri like fighting like pirates, and like you see like her smirking after she cut off Bradbury's hand, you know, a year ago, right? You see like this montage of like, you see her like sliding down the scales of Alcarante and shit. Like you see this montage of Omri. She's like, is this not who you're here for?
Yes.
She
Getting
closes
back
her,
on track.
she closes her hand and the images all go away. She says, is it not the farrier's job to get those who have passed where they need to be? That's why you and I are talking.
Okay, well, how do I do that?
How do you think you do this?
Usually they just kind of show up next to me.
Which is
taught me how to do this before.
which is exactly why you're growing. You went from all of these beings coming to you to now you seeking them. That's what a farrier does, Cora. You find those who need it, and you bring them to where they need to go. I have no use for this soul. My son brought it to me in peril. I don't want it.
Can I have it?
It's not yours. You take it to where it needs to be.
Well, yeah, take it. I'll take it.
Cora. Work through this with me. Where does it need to go? Where does Omri belong?
Good question. Tristan does not know the answer to that question.
You're not the fates. You don't decide good and evil. But if you did, would you consider Omri good or bad?
Don't know that much about her. She's killed a lot of people.
Tap in to yourself. You do. You're the farrier. And as she says that, you start to really think about Omri
Okay.
and everything that you've ever known about her, including things you start to remember her life when she was growing up on the ship, way before she met you guys,
Okay.
right? Because she grew up about 25 years or so on the boat before you guys ran into her in Athos Beach. So you start to remember, you see her like training with Oral, and you see her like sparring on the top deck with Centria, you know, Centria showing her maps and how to guide through the stars and everything, kind of learning. You see the first time she ever put on one of those captain hats, like you kind of see this like imagery, and just by tapping into like the soul,
Yeah.
you get an entire history of that person.
Ooh, that's cool.
And you start to get this pro and con list in your head of good and bad, and not only just based off actions, but you start to feel certain things that she thought in moments and how she decided, right? You get an image of the moment where Bradbury betrayed her in Athos Beach, or sorry, this was across the bay from Athos Beach in Fjordstown.
Okay.
And you remember her looking at him and thinking, how do I discipline this? I don't want to kill him. He's still a good man. And she says, I'll take away how he kills, and she slices off his hand. And you hear that like thought process in her head.
In her brain.
Exactly. Yeah, so you have some of those moments you see whenever she goes storming through Athena,
Mhm.
pissed off,
Yeah,
killing everyone,
right.
and you feel nothing. You just you feel red, you feel anger,
Okay.
pissed off, and then afterwards she meets up with Zinro in that hallway, and she's just like, "What? They needed to die. Who cares?"
Yeah.
You know, like you're seeing all of those moments, and then she asks you again. Luna asks you again. She says, "So, is she good or bad?"
I think she's human, you know, we all get upset. But no, I don't think she was bad. I think she had faults. That's all. I think she makes mistakes. I think she deserves time to redeem herself for her faults.
How much time?
Am I the one to be able to determine that?
Yes.
Oh. How old is she?
She's like 27, 28, right?
I banned her about 3. She's roughly 30.
Okay.
7 years, 42 days. and
How many-
6 hours.
Well, I was thinking I basically lived in isolation for about 27,
Yes.
28 years. I gave
She's
her
about 30.
She's about 31.
So, how many decades should she wait to learn her mistakes?
Three.
You think that's fair? She's lived on this earth for 30 years. You think 30 years should be enough time to contemplate and learn?
Yeah, I think that's a great amount of time.
Then you see her like open up her palm again and like, and the soul, you see it like kind of wisp, and you see it kind of course through you for a moment, and then like a flash of like all around you goes completely black, and you see this long hallway, and you see these cells on each side, and at the end there's this large like brazier with a flame, and there's a man standing on the other side.
Is this,
You've seen this man before.
yeah, this is, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know him, so I'm gonna start skipping up to him.
So you start skipping up. You start skipping up, and you start seeing like some of the children that you saved, you know, in some of these cells. You see some of the.
Oliver?
You see Oliver.
Oliver!
You see Melissa, or whatever her name was. I forgot.
Oh yeah, Melissa.
And you see like family members that have passed, and you know, things like that. And then you make it to the flame, and the slinky skeletal figure kind of walks around the fire and just kind of reaches his hand out. And as he does, you see the soul like wisp out of you and into his hand, and then he just kind of tosses it into the fire.
Ooh.
And the flame goes from like the orange yellow typical flame to like this deep purple for just a few seconds, and then it almost seems to die and then reignite like a normal fire. Okay. And Mercule says, 30 years. You may have saved her life yet. Your friend, my champion, may not understand at first.
We can't live forever.
No one can. But she died. But she will come back in 30 years.
Oh. Okay. Well, it's better.
But
than
for
nothing.
now, her soul is mine.
Okay, well,
You did well.
I tried.
You did well, Fabia.
So I look for my friend though. So I'm like, are you gonna say goodbye though?
She will not speak with you.
I get to say goodbye first.
Just send me back.
As you wish. And here's shit. You look over and see Rain. Rain, for you, this has been like a second. She just finished talking. Like she just went, I really care about him a lot. I just, I don't know what to do. And then she just kind of went tranquil for a moment.
Mhm.
And then she kind of jerked and looked back at you.
Are you okay? Are you okay? Did it work?
I'm great. I got things to do. I'll be back. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Anytime.
I have things to do. I'll be back.
And so I'm probably gonna have it here, just work its way down my face, and I'm not gonna go see you, and I'm just gonna go to my room, my actual room that I never sleep in. I'm just gonna go to bed.
First of all, that was amazing. Your role play.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah, that's fantastic. I was like enthralled. I was like,
I know. I wasn't breathing.
I know. My God, you can make yourself cry on demand. Jeez.
I was like, I could see what you're doing. I didn't so much sleep, but I saw you.
Yeah.
Until you for a second, like, listen, is this real?
Yeah, I got
No, not yet. I am okay.
Wow.
I am okay. That was pure Cora. I am perfectly fine.
Therapist was about to come out. Are we able to stop him? What's going on?
So Leslie, that's your
So,
girlfriend.
well, I don't know if it's just my God.
Well, it seemed like it.
I think a component of Luna is the farrier,
Yeah.
which is what she's. So the
Like,
farrier
Orion
is the
just
same
sounded like-
person.
So you're connected to Luna in some
Oh,
way.
you're talking
Well,
about
apparently I'm connected to that.
very.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Like, you must have multiple.
Yeah, probably. You are very, very automaton. That was very good. You okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. It was good. I did not know. I'm so sorry when I haven't talked with you.
Dude, that is so
I'm
crazy.
in my-
It was like how many years she has to like
Before she comes back.
before she comes back, not left on the earth.
I'm
That was
so
a good
sorry.
choice.
I think it's
Yeah.
gonna be something like,
We'll see.
Oh, is that what you thought?
Yes, that's how you phrased it.
I thought she had that many years
I
left.
said,
to
how
live.
many years does she need to think about it?
well,
To make
I could
up
go-
for.
I could go two ways. It could be like you could be sent back. and
Well,
that's
I
the
wasn't
way
meaning
she
for that to have a duality, but I liked that it did.
Yeah,
That
I
was-
totally did. And I love that you used the die.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
her instead of just like coming up with a random. That was cool.
7 years, 42 hours, and 6 minutes.
I like that you rolled a D4 for it though.
Yeah.
That was great.
Better than a D20, 200 years.
It would have been the same answer.
I thought it was
She
funny.
would have come back after 200
I
years.
think it's crazy.
Technically,
Part of me.
You're okay, because when you level up as a druid, eventually you just go live for like 1,500 years.
So yeah, you'll be around for it.
Oh, and I have the druid slow down.
Yeah,
And
so-
I have an elf, so I'm gonna live like 8,000.
You're fine. So you're good.
You're gonna outlive her.
30 years is gonna be 3.
So yeah.
Okay. So,
Sorry.
no, it's okay. Just we'll get back on track. So we finish up there and you said, I don't want to talk about it right now. Bye. You left the observatory. Where did you go from there?
Oh, I went straight to my room.
Do you have a room? Because
Yeah, I do.
you've been bunking
Remember?
with,
I know I have it. I know
She
it's
slept in the room. She just never slept in it.
I never
Okay, that's
slept in
right.
it, but I do have a room because it was like pitch black, it was all
That's
angsty,
right.
and then I had like little like in my room, I've been drawing all over it, so there's
Yeah.
like crazy little faces and dead people that I've been slowly drawing in white. So
perfect.
It's like a sideboard.
it does. I'm going to sleep now.
Yeah. Yeah. You before you go to bed, you look up and you notice that like there's like a star, like constellation imprint all over the ceiling, like kind of like the night sky.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Everyone else?
I'm gonna go to your room.
I'm thumbing through a book like Evening Without Cora.
More sleep.
Don't worry, I won't be disturbed by anybody. Hello.
Thought he had pure words.
It's like you don't look at goddamn what Cora.
Yeah.
That's fine, that's fine.
Yeah, I don't want to go to your room anyway.
She's gonna be avoiding you from now on, like, oh, good morning,
Really weird.
Cora. Do you have a minute?
Yeah, it'd take me a little bit to learn the spell I'm taking up, but
I just wanted to say, and I'm gonna kind of gesture to the box and say, I'm sorry, this was my fault.
How was it your fault?
If I had not called her to tell her what we were doing, if I had been more convincing that she should wait and go with us, this would have happened.
How far back do you think the blame goes, Sage? If we lived in Athos, like Sakina wanted me to be, or when Sakina wanted us to be, she'd be alive. She'd be my daughter. I would have seen all those years growing. We wouldn't be here. Is that my fault?
No.
Then it's not yours. Omri made that decision on her own. Now she could have taken more time to think about what she was doing. But her mother was hard-headed, just like she is. They never waited around for me to counsel them. Not a very fast decision maker. But I would not put any blame on you. I don't wish you to carry any sort of weight. Who advised her of the situation? And it's not your fault.
She's gonna look down, you're gonna see some tears. She's gonna put her hand on the box. And then she's gonna say, for what it's worth, everything that you need from me to get her back, it's yours. I will do anything to make that happen.
I thank you from heavy fiber of my being that that's the case. And I hope in every endeavor you can find people in your lives that can offer you everything to each other. And I hope that I don't require everything of you to do so. But if it must be done. Sorry to go to the window. But if it must be done, where I require something of you that you can help, then I thank you for even the offer. But I'm trying my best to make sure she stays where she is now. At least keep her going the body ways, so I can figure out how to get a hold of her. Unfortunately, great evils do require an immediate action. So I fear it may take us a little longer than normal. Talking to God is one thing. I couldn't imagine trying to go to their home in that realm to start to speak with them. That scares me because I have no idea what to do for her.
Obviously you're in the room, but as far as, have I gotten any indication, because you haven't said that you're romantically
Not
to me,
yet, no.
but I could just insight check that one, like you're not trying to.
Oh, you can insight check, but it's gonna be a high one because she has not showed
She's
any
secretive.
yeah.
I mean, I'm more than
You've maybe shown it
a
more to
normal
Omri than.
upset.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't try to hide that I'm obviously
Like
more
everybody's been
than I
upset
feel like
about
I
it,
should
but
be.
obviously you're the one here.
Yeah.
It's a 28.
Yeah, you get an inkling. Yeah.
It's a really high DC.
You did it.
72.
I mean, I put it at 20. I was like, hey, that's gonna be well. All right.
I'm halfway
You
there.
roll with 18 on the die, and you get a plus 10.
I'm not gonna make it obvious, but I mean,
I've been very privileged to have people that have been around, and I would not scoff at any help. I don't know how much longer I'll be around to watch over her. It may be the way your people are. You could look over her for a longer time than I can. So maybe that would be my favor I ask of you once I'm gone. Maybe get the color from underneath it.
Not just chilling.
So
She just snores.
Nah,
She'll snore with her eyes open.
I can promise you that should she allow me to, would be something that I would do. For you and for her.
I would hope so. It's too long to live without somebody to care for you. But if you need anything else, you're more than welcome to stay, if you wish.
Is that all right?
Yes, fine. Just trying to understand years of learning life-related spells. Necromancy is weird. I'm trying to understand some of the symbols. And this is odd to me.
And you spilled the blood of the goat's neck on this.
Yeah. What's with all the sacrifice? What's the deal with the sacrifice?
turn it very Seinfeld cleric.
Well, any help you need on that as well, I'll try my best, although my spell casting is a bit different. But I do, when
Turn into the
I.
goat that you sacrificed.
Hey, by the way, I can help out.
Something that's interesting that almost said to me when I first pledged myself to him was that the influence of the ocean was not his, it was Luna's. I'm hoping maybe that gives some push, some way to try and get in touch and maybe make this right.
I think I've been changed lately by everyone that I think there's no avenue not worth searching. And whatever I need to do to get the job done, I'll do it. Probably won't be too much for Vitra. She's going to be woken up early by me. I wonder the last time she actually looked up at the sun in the morning.
And then we all exploded. Your laugh.
Your Coke is making us laugh.
Is that it?
I think
Yeah.
it's your Coke.
Oh, is it? Oh, it is.
If I said we're all gonna explode, it's like.
I thought it was like tightened up. I was like, what is that?
I thought it was something on your phone. I
Yeah.
thought you were playing it.
No.
I was like, what are you doing?
Like a tater in, we got it.
Then I thought this was like one of those woodwick candles that was like crackling, and I was like, no, regular wick.
All right.
Hopefully I'll be honest.
Yeah, yeah.
So at that point, I'll say, well, I'll leave you to it, but please let me know if there's anything that I can do to help in the meantime. And I'll kind of like touch your shoulder, like pat your shoulder, and then I'll sit down. Just kind of like lean against the wall next to the box, and again, you'll see some tears, but I'll just kind of go with my own trance.
I'll definitely notice, and I'll leave you to it. Take the book outside and stroll around the area a little bit.
Just can't be alone, can you?
Sorry.
It's good narrative.
And then we all sleep and level
All of a sudden, you're gonna leave me alone real quick. Out of nowhere.
up. You're weird.
Yeah. No, eventually, yeah, I'll take my little 4-hour rest trance thing I do.
So should we go ahead and roll up? Yeah, we probably should. I mean, I guess it's shade.
He's doing something.
No, so that guy's picking up the thing outside. Sorry.
Do we go ahead and level up? We're all
Since we're
sleeping
taking
now.
Are you guys resting now?
I've been
Then yeah.
sleeping. Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys will all level up to 15, and then you're now at 17.
Shall we roll?
You guys could always pull more cards. You just gotta find Cree.
Level spell now.
That's pretty
Well,
I have a
they
big
can pull
level
more
spell
cards.
now.
I'm not gonna.
Okay, so I will say, I don't know how it is for druids, for wizards, a lot of 8th level spells are like,
They're just stronger 7th level spells.
yeah, it's really awesome. So I didn't even take an 8th level, I took another 7th level, that was what I was my opinion way better.
Didn't you also say that we took a feat?
Yes.
Yeah, you take a feat, yeah.
You take an additional feat.
That was
So,
for.
But that took
that.
Everybody.
What do you
Oh.
think?
I have to sign.
Oh, you're just gonna
So
add
I
it.
got a second.
You just have to manually copy and paste it.
Yeah,
All right.
So what, if you need.
Yes,
I mean,
yeah.
you can
We'll have
keep-
everybody roll for their
Sure.
health. We'll kind of go left and right.
So I just wanna
That was
say,
good.
last game, and it was recorded, I had already rolled, you said to keep it.
Okay. I don't remember what it was, but
It's an
yeah.
8, that's.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to re-roll that actually.
It was recorded. I love that, like, by the way, it's recorded.
Right.
You can refer back to it.
So if you need someone else to write it, you
Uh,
have to give me the book and you're reading it
Yeah, I
out.
gotta
but-
get to.
I'll just take it as a learn spell. And
All
I think
right,
it's technically is part of the cleric system.
Zenro, one second. Zenro, what's your new total HP?
I was trying to look at that tough feat, so sorry. I got
You already have the tough feet.
right. I'm trying to figure out what that roll
Oh,
is.
that's right.
So it'd be 2 plus comms.
So you're at 161
So
before.
I'm
right?
167 now. I gained
167.
6.
Okay.
I gained an additional 2.
Is your AC still 17?
It's 18.
I want to make sure I have that accurate, so I gotta scale some of these next weeks. Vitra, what do you go next?
My HP is now 124.
Okay.
My AC is 19.
1, 4. Your AC is 19.
Yeah.
It's,
You suck.
Souls of the dead children.
All right. 1 second. Where are you?
I don't know what.
Oh, there. Wrath. What is your
121.
still? That's what I had you
I
at
had
before.
114.
Dash is a bonus action.
Level 121.
Okay. I already had you at 121.
I rolled a 7, 4 plus 3, so.
Okay.
Maybe I rolled a 4 last time as well.
Yeah. I don't know. So, what is your AC?
19.
Dang.
It goes up when I do my bleeding.
Mhm.
And then I have 8th level spell slot, and I took Warcaster.
Oh, you did take forecast.
It's just, it's hard to, as a wizard who needs his concentration.
Yeah.
It's hard to not.
I mean, I'm
given
surprised-
the option to take a
Could look
beat.
into.
I'm surprised
Warcaster.
Every warcaster doesn't take that. Or sorry, every wizard doesn't take that. Especially if you're like, I don't know, like charisma based spellcaster that like almost everything you have is concentration.
So a lot of utility like haste and
I mean,
stuff like that. I can
Okay.
concentration.
Cora, 1 second.
like you could take.
Which would be more damage than that.
All right, Cora, what's your new AC?
AC,
Mhm.
is 18, that's not changing.
Okay, and then what's your HP?
123.
Basically, make sure your character goes first.
Sweet.
Oh,
Did you take any
yeah.
feet?
My lucky is, or my feet is lucky.
Because as long as you get.
Tristan
Awesome.
and her rolls.
She's covering the Tristan side
I
of
hear
things,
you,
not
I
the
hear
Cora
you.
side of things.
All right, Sage, 1 second. Let me pull you up here.
But there's.
All right, what's your new hit points
117.
and your new AC?
And it is an attack based, so charger is a good idea.
I know, right? She's like, how better? Everyone else is 19.
So can I choose any
Any feat?
of the feats? Okay.
Well, any feat that you as a druid can take.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's certain ones that are specific
so-
to certain ones, like I think a halfling can have.
You have to have-
Certain ones, yeah. Like it depends on racing class, but yeah. Trey,
Yeah.
what's your new hit points?
New hit points is 168.
Oh my god.
Seriously?
And then what's your AC?
It's a barbarian.
18.
Always front Trey. I don't know where.
He has been. He's always in the front. And then what feat are you taking?
Let me.
Do you know yet? You can get back to me if you don't know yet. It's no big deal.
Savage attacker.
What does
No,
that do
that's
again?
what I got for level 8. I don't think I chose a feat yet. Hold on.
Okay.
I have a question about a feat.
What's up?
So Charger, it says as part of a dash action, you can make a melee attack with a +5 bonus. But since I could take dash as a bonus action, can
Mhm.
I also get that melee attack with that bonus action?
It's all together with
Yeah.
one action.
Yeah, that's like
Okay,
one.
so I didn't know if it had to be like my main action or my bonus action.
So if you were to dash as your bonus action, you could like hit, dash to somebody else and get one more attack.
Hell yeah. So I'm gonna do charger as my feed.
Oh, it was savage attacker. It lets me reroll weapon damage. Once per
Weapon
turn.
damage. Okay.
Mhm.
So is that what you want for this next one, or is that what you already have as a class feat?
That's the feat that I chose was savage attacker because I think I got something else at level 8.
Okay. All right, Vitra, and you did charger.
Yes.
Oh wow, I spelled that terribly wrong. Okay. Who's up? Rain. Let me find you here. Where the heck are you? Oh, there. Had to go through all of Paul's characters that aren't here anymore. We have Freighter and Benjamin, both X. Okay. What's your new AC or what's your new hit points?
118.
Okay. What's your new AC?
My AC is 18.
And then what is the feat that you wanted to take?
I'm not sure yet. I'll get back to you. I have a couple in mind.
Cool. Yeah, just make sure you let me know before the next combat, because it might have something to do with it. So,
Yeah.
I picked my feet if you want me to tell you.
damn, I guess.
I'm gonna do Fey Touch.
What does that do?
It's a +1 to my wisdom, and then I get Misty Step without using a spell slot.
Okay, not bad.
I was going to take Morrowgast.
Forecaster as well. Makes sense.
It's hard to not take.
Yeah,
Concentration.
it's one of
Yeah,
those
that's
skills
nice.
needed.
Especially that like cantrip walk away. Okay.
All right. I think I got everybody. Cool. Q. So yeah, that's all that. So yeah, everyone gets a night's rest. Wake up the next day feeling refreshed and more powerful.
I wake up a little early. So you
Yeah. What do you do? What do you do? Tell us.
So I go over to where I know Kavich was sleeping,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of it's a little creepy. Right?
She finally gets a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
I know, I
Yeah.
died yesterday and I'm just like,
Get over it. And I kind of creepily sit there for a second, and I'm like, this is gonna be annoying. And you just feel like, what's that?
on my floor?
On your floor,
Oh,
yeah.
water on her. Jesus, what? Why are you in here?
Jesus.
How did you get that?
Why are you
Yeah,
in here?
no one knows
There's
who
no
that is.
Jesus.
No one knows who that is here.
Yeah, who-
Oh my God.
So be praised.
Yeah.
By the cops.
It's just before sunlight. I'm like,
I know, what is it?
I mean, it's time for you to acknowledge your connection with soul.
I can do that once the sun's up.
No, you can do it when the sun arises.
Damn. It's like saying the same thing but different.
It's almost like most religious texts.
Okay.
I was like, come on, get up.
Where are we going?
We're going
Let's go
outside. You're going to see the sunrise, and you're going to appreciate what it brings.
And you walk out to the craters.
That would suck.
That would suck. All right, can you give me a few minutes to
Hurry up.
get presentable, please?
I walk out. Just see.
All right, I'm gonna get dressed. And,
Okay.
and yeah, I'll walk out and I'll follow you where
We
we're
we
going.
go outside, and we go to the edge where the water is.
Oh, wait, so we're going like,
Well,
we're
whichever
going
way.
down the cliff and
No,
going to the beach?
we're still at the top, because we don't be able to see it. But I was trying to think like, that is the eastern side of the cliff, so we can see the sunrise.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Assuming it is
absolutely.
eastern side, yeah. But I go over, it's like, oh, it's been a while. As the sun, it's been a while.
It's like right.
Yeah, it starts to rise, and you see the beautiful, kind of hues and stuff. I go, when's the last time you woke up early enough to see the sun? sunrise?
I can't recall, if I'm being honest. At least if I did, I never paid much attention to the actual sunrise.
Well, and I will try to recall some, I don't have anything specifically I wrote, but
I will try to recall some sort of sermon that I remember hearing at one point in time in Jaru about the sun rising and the symbolism.
So that's from the movie.
My symbology degree.
That's from the Boondocks.
But the symbolism of the morning and how it was fresh as dew and allows nutrients for the grasses and things. And, you know, this isn't necessarily my God to praise anymore, but these are very important things to know if you want to feel connection to it. You should feel the warmth in the morning when you first arise.
Yeah, so are we standing or?
Yeah, we're standing.
Okay, standing.
If you want to.
No, that's fine. We're standing. Just so I can get an image in my head. You know, I don't know how to properly connect with the sunrise, and to be perfectly honest, I'm not sure that I'm everything that he thinks that I am. I quite honestly disappointed him a lot when I spoke to him last. And he sees something in me. I've been chosen for something, and I can't help but feel that I don't measure up.
The amount of people.
I'm floating with your way.
That's okay, do it quietly.
The amount of people that go through the same of their feelings you do, Cora.
Oh, I apologize right now.
The amount of
You
people that
missed
feel
me.
the exact same way you do. I mean, it's insurmountable. I've seen people go to Jaru, and I've met individuals that were there that spent their whole lives trying to connect. Do you think any one of them has had the opportunity that you did to see him, like you said? There are very few of us that have that ability. You cannot hold yourself to the standards the gods do, because even they are, in my opinion, fickle to some degree.
And hopefully as the sun gets higher, you kind of feel a little bit of the warmth.
Even when you close your eyes in front of the sun, in front of Sol, you still feel your eyelids letting that through. But you, in your position, should not be afraid to look at it, even if you feel like you've disappointed it. And if you don't wake up every morning, as I used to, myself, I strived to be the best I could for Sol. You should at least see it once in a while. As you can see, the oceans of Homo glistening amongst the sunlight, dancing on top of the waves. The morning dew given by, I'm trying to think of the one she just met was Megan. No, not her. What was the gift? No, the
Who are you asking?
Oh.
Huh?
Who are you asking about?
Who's
Yvonne.
Reigns?
Yvonne.
Her greens, her grasses, her trees welcome that sunlight. Every part of it needs him. As much as I hated him at one point in time, that is so evident and true now. Stop running away from him. Because as you can see, he's always going to be there.
You can't really run from him. Even though part of me has definitely been trying.
Well, that could be the blue marsh part.
Damn it, dude, I told him not to. Wait, is that one you
That
guys?
might be my Chipotle.
Unless this is the fastest delivery system, I just ordered mine.
Nah, she's going to get over there. She's gonna get over there.
Appreciate it. No, I mean,
Somebody else.
Where's Tristan?
Sorry.
Oh, it's Tristan?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay.
He left his phone.
His work phone here.
Shade's truck on it.
Yeah, bro, you can do that.
Have to do what?
Knock at the door.
Well, I asked him like, text me when you're here, I'll bring it out. I didn't tell him that we were playing D&D. So.
Yeah.
All right.
But I don't hope it feels forced. I just, it's been a while since I saw it too. So somebody who found a new connection, somebody who lost it, or found a new respect for it. I just wanted to share the moment. I think I'm becoming somewhat sentimental lately.
I do appreciate it. I'm still very new, so having someone to guide me in a sense is helpful.
I go, and I pull out, and I remembered I wanted to bring out a book of like old school religious prayers that I might have gotten in Jagu.
Yeah.
And it's like a bunch of different things. It's got my like handwritten notes of like, things I might have done in the town. I give it to you. It's like an old journal, and you can tell it's quite a bit old because it's like 40 or 50 years old at this point. But I give it to you. He goes, oh, there's some words of praise in here. That's his website. Some that I crossed out. They didn't seem so righteous, I guess. If you ever want to take a few looks at that and see what speaks with you. Notes of sermons and things.
I'm gonna take the book and I'm gonna kneel down like on my knees and kind of ask you to come down as well. And I'm gonna lay the book out like a little bit in front of us with like the sun still rising. And do you think that you could maybe show me some of these?
Certainly.
And then I imagine it kind of pans out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our little morning.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, we go and.
At one point in time, I was gonna write like a punch actually,
Oh, yeah?
and then I was like, I don't know.
So yeah, and then we go over there.
Spend a little morning. And
Yeah, a little morning together.
there you go. That's us.
Besties. Soul besties.
None of my skin is getting touched by sunlight at all. I'm in the road. And we've got the mask on. You gotta start wearing that too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's the happy one.
Still don't know what we're doing today. What are we doing today?
We're going to a dinner.
Oh, that's right.
What you
Okay.
mean?
We're waiting on you guys to get up.
Yeah, we're up and at 'em.
Yeah.
Yeah, they already.
Rack wakes up
Praise
and
and
sees the
somebody.
sun like coming through the windows and it's just straight like.
You smell cinnamon, you smell Cinnabons and coffee and everything.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, after our prayer, we came in and started making
Yeah.
breakfast and
They're all
coffee and
just
bacon. and-
Honestly,
we're about
we
to
make
go to fight to take us by our lives. They're just
Yeah.
kidding.
It's like first thing in the morning, the smoothie machine blares.
I always enjoy a kale smoothie. Kale.
All right.
Doing wonders for your skin.
Well, now that we got all of that taken care of,
Yes.
where are you guys trying to go
Is
first?
that keep teleporting us to the boat?
He's
Okay.
gonna teleport us to the boat, second time
Let's
start.
make sure we're going to the boat. We're not going through the cave to Athena
No, we're going to use his thing and appear right where that skull is in
in the captain's quarters.
Yes.
Okay.
Do I know if there's enough space in there? Like, I've been in there.
Yeah,
for
I
all-
mean, it's tight.
It was
But,
tight, but we can fit.
yeah.
Well,
There's the captain's
we could say
quarters.
it's not so in the cabins, but it doesn't get us directly on there, so I'll do that.
Okay, well, we'll go ahead and take the word of recall.
So,
We can get whatever it is ready.
Ready?
Yeah, that's fine.
So we all gather in the war room. Rack was sleeping.
You slept in the
Yeah,
water.
you see, I like the idea of it, like I just bought a hammock and I just slept in the war room.
That seems
Okay.
so you.
I am still not left my room.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Noted.
Okay. So are we all in the war room and like Cora's the only one in there? Has everyone else come to the war room?
Yeah,
besides
Zaris, did you go? Rain, did you go?
I don't know what time is it. So I might still be asleep.
AM. You smell cinnamon and cinnamon rolls and bacon. So I mean,
Coffee?
Around drink coffee.
More of a green tea,
I
but-
probably would eventually waking up on my own, probably about 8. So yeah, I'll probably be in a warm room.
Oh yeah.
So literally everyone's in there except Cora. Yes? True. Okay.
Okay.
Zaris is there too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
a,
eventually he'd get there. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Q.
Rain.
Oh,
Rain.
side note, Shade, I'm gonna take telekinetic for my feet.
Rain. Where is Cora? Weren't you with her last night?
I mean, I was with her, but then she left abruptly and went to her room. I don't know what happens. I for like a second, she was like still and like in trance. And then she came out and she was like, okay, bye, and left.
Oh.
It's not out of door for
Yeah.
The tracks.
Cool. Well, I'll go check on her.
I'm guessing
I'll go with you.
she's been going
Hey.
to all the gods.
Heather, are you taking intelligence, wisdom, or charisma?
You get a
What?
plus 1 here.
You get to choose one.
For the telekinetic feat, you get to choose to add a +1 to your
Wisdom.
intelligence.
Oh, wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's it.
So me and Rain are gonna go knock on Cora's door.
Okay.
Knock, knock, knock. Hey, Cora.
I did not answer.
Hey, Cora. We need to get together in the morning. We're on there waiting for you.
So I'm like,
Hey, buddy.
there, please go open.
Hey. I just imagine you going yoink and then slamming the door. Okay.
It's like one of those. It's like one of those locks that like latch from the inside with the chain, and you're just like. What's the password?
Yeah.
There's no password. Come on.
Hey, we're all in the boardroom right now. Zinno's gonna get us to the boat.
So let's say, hypothetically, I might have made a mistake that might have upset somebody in the party, but I didn't mean to make a mistake, but I might have made a mistake, and I don't want to leave the party, I want to be friends with the party, but I didn't mean to make a mistake, and I made a mistake.
Cora, you are friends with the party. You are friends with us.
You yell at me all the time.
I'm not used to being around children. Doesn't mean I don't like you. Doesn't mean we're not friends. I've been going through a lot lately, Cora, okay? It has nothing to do with you and
We have
everything.
all been through a lot. You are not special.
You're making it to where I don't want to be friends with you, right? I am so crap. Regardless of any of that, we care about you, Cora. We make mistakes. We've all made lots of mistakes. I'm sure it's fine. What is it?
It's just Cora and you in the room, right?
No, I'm not having
And
that
Rain.
too.
Okay.
Yeah, Rain.
Just
I'm
making
here,
sure
I'm
that.
here.
Yeah, Rain's here.
You feel the same way?
Yes, Cora, we love you. Okay? People make mistakes. I make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. What
Everybody has a
happened?
mistake.
I don't know.
Well, I have this friend that hypothetically might have determined the fate of another friend's daughter. Potentially, might have kind of little bit won't come back for another 30 years, give or take a little bit. Like, might be dead for 30 years. They can come back, but can't come back for 30 years, hypothetically. How would you think the father would feel?
I mean, friend.
Zinno's?
No, it's just a friend.
Just a friend.
Okay, so hypothetically, let's say it's Ombre, right? That you did
Not
this to.
Not
Right?
who it is, so it's an example. Yeah.
It's a good example.
Good example.
So you got her soul back?
Technically, I don't have this friend's soul. aka hypothetically Omri.
Yeah, so.
But I gave it to somebody.
What friend had it?
Who did you give it to?
You were able to commune with.
This is hypothetical. It's not me. Okay, I did not do that.
Hypothetically, did you talk to Luna?
So, someone might have hypothetically reached out to Luna. Was like, hey,
They got a connection with Luna?
that friend, yes.
That friend, yes.
Yes, that friend. That friend that I have. That's not y'all. Because there's so many friends you do. And it might have been like long story, things happen apparently. We don't have time for that.
Yes, we don't have time.
No. Yeah, so anyway, she got the soul and gave the soul away, but apparently was the one to decide that she wanted to come back for 30 years.
Who has hypothetical on this now?
The big dead guy.
Yeah, I don't think you know his name. I know you might know his name.
Was it Zimmer?
Oh,
Yeah,
Mercury.
Mercule. Let's say Mercule.
Hercule.
And we would know.
That's not all bad.
You'll be
It's not all
great.
bad.
Zimmer said that.
It's not Zimmer. It's just Zimmer.
Unisols were there.
No one said nothing about Sinra.
You know, for explanatory reasons, yes.
Sounds like you're scared about what hypothetical Zimmer might,
Hypothetically do. Yeah.
or hypothetically feel, or hypothetically say.
All that hypotheticals, man, but then word.
Yeah.
Hypothetically, what is to know?
And then the hypothetical love and trust. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people.
I don't know what hypothetical Zimmer will say or feel. Obviously, we know that he cares a lot about his hypothetical daughter.
I love how you got into an actual hypothetical here.
I mean, as of right now, she is.
But is this the good time to tell him? Maybe we should wait before we go to battle. And that's a lot of the state.
Good for you.
You are not here.
Ooh, that's a hard.
That's a
That's a question that I don't feel equipped to answer.
well, what do you think?
I'm trying. I know. You're scared.
I know. It's not me though, right? It's
Right.
Hey, Rain, any input? You're a lot of help.
I think what you did was a good thing.
I didn't do it.
Zenro has access to Mercule. He might be able to see her. He might.
Good point.
Because if she's dead now, yes, but 30 years later she'll be back alive. Now it may not be what he wants right now, but if in 30 years, if he's still living, he'll see her again.
Okay.
Wow, she's alive.
Yeah.
There's not one person wisdom right now.
So
Okay.
It's like a
So.
walking aha moment.
But the real. So should I tell him now? Should we wait?
I feel like the right time will come and you'll know when to tell him.
I like Brian's answer on that.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
Well, I think
I
No,
think
wait,
it'll
wait.
get brought up
You know.
again. It'll naturally get brought up again. What our
30
plan
years.
is for
Right?
getting her back, and I think that could be a good time to tell.
we're just gonna say I was on my period. I need some help. Okay, that's cool. That's what happened.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
All right, are you ready?
Yeah, let's go. Okay.
Okay, let's go.
It wasn't me.
What happens? Like, I can do a graph and how silence we're gonna start. Tell them 30 years. I don't.
Yeah.
She's gonna walk into the war room and be like, anyway, so we'll get it back within like a week.
Yeah.
Just another week. I promise. Another week.
It'll be all right.
All right, let's go.
All right, we're gonna go back to the room.
I swear this is my year.
All right.
Show up.
You all go back to the war room.
Do they live guilty?
All right.
Make an insight check.
Yes.
Wow, you like one too?
Of course.
What's the DC?
You have been at my, you've been at my hip.
She's not
I
saving.
rolled a 16,
She's
so
not
that's
saving.
28.
Oh.
That's a 29.
Oh yeah, they look creepy as fuck.
I'm gonna,
Yeah, what do you? I don't think you can even.
well, I was
read
gonna do
Just
it.
say sorry, relate.
You can roll
them.
deception.
Yeah, you can roll a
You never
deception
try.
check.
I don't have good deception, so.
That was a natural 19. Let's see what I got.
What do you? What is your plus plus?
I don't know, we're about to see.
What's your plus plus is, hey?
No,
Oh, where am I
no,
going?
there you go. Deception.
Oh.
32. Oh my god! Holy shit! I know shit!
I also need Rain and Vitra to roll deception checks.
I look cool as a cute
We're rolling
girl.
what? What checks?
Yeah.
I need roll a deception check, Rain.
Deception. Okay, hold on. I gotta look at my stats.
Well, you already know what you gotta hit. 29 is the low end.
Gosh,
The
deception.
low end.
Oh, I won't get it.
Oh, okay.
I'm
The
a third.
highest I can get is, the highest I can get is 21.
So they look guilty, but
I only have a plus
What
one.
about, what about Rain? Rain's still rolling.
Alright. If her deception is like mine, it's not very good.
Well, luckily for you,
You said-
I was thinking her,
Yeah.
because she has been at my place, in my room multiple times.
Hey guys,
I'm
one
like,
second. One second.
I got a 16.
Okay.
You said
Yeah,
deception,
so
right?
Vitra looks super guilty. Super guilty. Y'all see right through him, but Cora looks, well, Cora always looks.
Hey guys, get going.
Yeah. All right, we got
Did you get a salad too?
she got Chipotle.
Oh, sorry. I'm not gonna say anything, but I'm gonna make a mental note to grill Rain later. I'm not gonna answer on her.
Yeah, Peter and I just had this awesome moment. She's like, what are you doing? Yeah, I'm not saying either. I do find it odd that you didn't come out of your room.
Yeah, and now they look guilty, so.
Oh, right. Wrath and oblivious.
Well, we're in the war room, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, I do want to stop by Xerxes' room just to make sure that the two individuals are still in the same place they were
Mhm.
from the night, just to make sure.
Yep, they are.
Okay. Well, I assume they're with the boat, so let's go ahead and do this thing, I guess.
Okay.
And I cast Word of Recall, take a 7th level spell slot.
Yeah, burn that spell slot, and you guys all. Actually, how do you want to have the word of recall pull them in? What do you feel?
I guess just because it's cool. The idea of the staff was always cool. So I take the staff and I kind of like put it in the middle of the room and I let it go and it stays sitting there.
Creepy.
And
Yeah.
it kind of slowly turns and each person like sees the skull go past them as they're looking into it. And as they're turning, all of a sudden, like their vision changes into the room. And we're inside the room and I just have it come back to me.
Dope. Okay. So you guys are all inside the captain's quarters. Looks pretty much how it was last time you were here.
We're all in a semicircle looking at the.
Yeah, you're all staring at each other.
I don't
It's gonna start staring at the skull. that I
Yeah, like
thought-
spin a bottle, but with a staff.
Everybody besides us in here?
What?
Does anybody have a sense of-
No,
Your kids?
no. There's nobody else in here.
I don't think there's any visual windows in this room, right?
There's one porthole window.
What do I see outside the window?
You guys are hovering above Athena. You can look down and kind of see the city. You're maybe 50, 60 feet up.
Hovering mode.
You do hear like footsteps and chatter and stuff above you, like there's still a crew on the ship.
Are we hiding or are we just marching out?
I did think about this just now as I thought about leaving and to go see the sun and all that other stuff. I'm worried that we did just appear inside the captain's quarters unannounced. So
We did.
Well, she is my daughter, and I think some of the crew have already seen us before.
Mhm.
Certainly.
look,
All of you.
if you walked in on me and I didn't expect you to be there, how would I react to you? Just imagine that, and then imagine an entire tribe that doesn't even know magic.
I was gonna say you're a special case, but I forgot we have a lot of special cases on this boat.
Clinical or?
Or not included.
Right? So, what's the plan?
I'm not really super worried about it myself.
Yeah, I mean, I say we're here. It's too late for that now.
I'm just gonna have my wand out and ready.
Yeah.
I think we could easily just explain the situation that we came here magically. I know they wouldn't understand that, but I don't really.
They'd be forced to respect it, is what you're saying.
That's right.
I don't respect the rules, but
I'm gonna reach over and put Rat's wand away. Be like, if you throw one spell at my tribe, it's a fight.
Cindy turns around.
pulls it back out and just kind of.
I'm gonna go hide behind Zimmer. It's like,
Yeah, you tuck your wings.
I'm fine with getting the first one out.
Yeah, I'll follow you. I don't mind.
Where are y'all going?
how big is the porthole window?
It's small, like maybe a foot by a foot, but it's circular. So it's like. Come here.
I'm gonna stealth my way along.
I guess I
You wanna
would.
see where we are?
Well, we're above the
I
city.
know we're above Athena, but I mean, I don't know where.
I guess looking out of the hole when I
Can you
did.
see Malkia's house from here?
Like, that's what I read.
Yeah. I mean, you guys aren't far. I mean, you guys are like above the city. So I mean, you can see the Coliseum. You see all that shit.
Who seems to be occupying this room? Is there anything in the
You.
room that, okay, but like, who's sleeping in here?
No one's sleeping.
Okay,
It's just you guys.
whose belongings are in this room?
Umbers.
She's asking if Bradbury is.
16 more questions.
Yeah.
No, I mean, Umbre's been missing for one night.
Yeah.
That happened last night,
Oh.
right? So,
Yeah.
or 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
So it's only been one day. So I mean, no
So
one just.
no one's manning this ship, because I think that.
Well, no one moved into her room, is
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like that hasn't happened
Yeah.
yet, right? Like they don't know what's happening.
Okay, well,
I've never been on the ship, so.
then I think we step out and maybe go to control room, figure out who's here and let them know what's going on.
Mhm.
Okay.
I need everyone to make a perception check.
Okay.
Coolio.
That wasn't good.
Nope, that was an actual one.
That
23.
Day one. 31.
You have lucky, you can reroll.
I don't want to waste it. I got a 3.
What?
Oh,
It's not like a once per day thing, is it?
no, you get it.
3 times per day.
Oh.
Yeah, but I'm apparently proficient in perception.
Oh, so
That's
it's,
gonna be a 21.
31.
23. I don't know if you heard.
30.
Wrath is just hiding from Zaris.
And then Zaris, what did you have?
23.
And then Rain. Yeah.
Express the
You're
space
muted.
I got an 18.
18. Okay. So most of you guys start to hear kind of kind of like a muffled conversation from the room right adjacent to you. You guys remember
There's like
the
a-
layout? There was the captain's quarters, and then right across was the like first mate's quarters, like right next to it. And then there's like a long hallway before going up to either the top floor or bottom floor, or the second to bottom floor, you know, like the staircase that goes up.
Definitely my ear to like door.
Yeah, you guys go, so it's like a shared wall, which is pretty thick, which is why it's like mumbled. But if you were to go outside and press against the door, you'd probably hear better. But you'd have to go out of the cabin first.
I would do that quietly, stealthily.
It's here. It's like-
I can also turn into a little spider.
You could do that.
Spider crawl into
Little,
the
do a fly on the wall.
Yeah, yeah, crawl into it and see who it is.
Like a big burrito. So-
It's not enough for you.
No, excuse me.
Apparently
we all did lunch today, so the breakfast.
Make a bigger
Yeah.
version.
It was on me.
Because the tortilla ratio. Too much inside to the tortilla.
All she's saying is she's weird.
You're doing you.
I got 4 extra tortillas. Only one comes with burrito.
Dang, dude. Really trying
That was a
to
good idea.
Thank you, Hannah.
Shanice doesn't agree.
I'm over here thinking the same thing. I wish this never get it.
She's making baby tacos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was, you could take the one you just did and put a lot in there. Pull that together.
I don't like the
She
ratio.
wants more cards to inner ratio.
You know what? You're doing it right.
I got this, let me eat it my way.
You're having fun the wrong way.
Having fun the wrong way.
Yeah.
It's not the right way to have fun.
I do.
Here, you can play the game like you want.
Feel fun, sick as me.
Same.
Same. True, that's true.
It's disgusting the way we enjoy it.
Oh, wow, that was struggle.
She likes it with the tortilla.
Save that for later.
It's just gonna be
Not
more,
a napkin.
but it's gonna get more on
But I have
it.
tortilla face.
They wanted to have that at their wedding, but now they can't because
Sure,
they're
you guys just get out of the way. Trying to put fries on burger. You're like,
It seems very like,
yeah.
if that sounds nice to say.
That-
I'm sure it's bad.
She-
That's
I know what you mean.
That's the part I
I'm sure
like.
it's bad.
That's it is.
She eats
Oh.
it the way that I eat right here.
Yes,
Y'all
19th.
are gonna experience that on the day before the wedding. We have our-
Oh, yeah, y'all get to see her eat Reggio Polios.
I don't.
Oh,
want
I
to.
eat it.
I don't
I
want
eat
to.
it like an Indian.
You said that it's like, you like.
Oh, I-
Devour it, yeah.
I think he loves it. I love it. He thinks it's sexy, so that's all that matters. That is what matters.
Is it?
The girl who can eat.
That's all that matters.
Yes.
Y'all disgust me.
Y'all are marrying me until
I
second.
guess to me.
I am. We're all marrying you. Like that's what happens.
Every single, it's gonna be a file line. All of
Do
them.
you all take Tristan?
No one gets to touch you, so.
Yeah, we don't have any of the fun perks, but we have to deal with you. So, all right.
I just received random text. I just think it's funny that, oh, God.
All right, so where we are, yes. We're walking out, being stealthy and
Mhm.
listening at the door.
Who's at the door?
Yep. Who's leaning up against it? All right. Two things. Make a stealth check for me.
Oh yeah, I'm the girl to do that.
I'm doing this in, is that okay?
Ryder's dice is actually rolling better for me.
Well, I already got the 2 1, so, you know. 3, 18. Much better than that. 27.
27
Yeah.
and an 18.
Yeah.
Okay. You hear the mumbling stop.
Man, why'd you show up?
Sorry.
Why'd you show up?
It gets real quiet.
I'm gonna turn to a spider.
Okay.
I am not gonna try to squish you.
What?
My brain was like.
Is there a verbal component to you just get to do it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, go underneath the door.
I'll have to watch the new D&D movie and get back to you on the rules.
Turns into a little spider. What are you doing as a spider now?
Just crawling to the side, like wherever the door would open, because if I think it's quiet, I'm assuming somebody's gonna try and peek out the door. So I'm gonna go to the other side of the door and just like, wait. I'm not gonna go under yet.
Okay.
We'll wait.
Yeah. And are you doing anything different? Or are you still like up against it?
You know, is there anything to kind of shield around? I don't know, it's out in the hallway.
You're an open hallway. Yeah.
Huh?
It's an open hallway.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, if there's a little peephole, I'm gonna really shrink. Doesn't down low, so they try to peer out, they can't see, but.
There's no peephole. It's a solid door.
Yeah, I'm
What is everyone else doing right now? Are you guys like behind her? Like, are you still in the other room?
Walk past them. And walk
Yeah, I would have
towards
stayed with
the
Zaris.
end of the house.
Kind of like keeping an eye down the hallway.
Darius is really
So you
just
rolled
trying not to open the door at this point.
30 perception.
Yeah. You rolled a 30 for perception. You notice the very faint image of that scrying orb behind Cora.
Seeing her.
Who's that away?
I don't have to.
You tell me.
Yeah, I can tell you.
You tell me.
I'm just gonna be like,
I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna point above her head. Here.
Dispel magic.
Yeah, it goes away.
And then I'm going to go. Somebody was watching you. And I'm going to keep an eye out on the other end of the hallway.
Yeah, I'm just gonna open the door and try going.
Oh, good.
God.
All right. You open the door and you walk inside, or you open it first? And
Just open it first.
you open it and you don't see anyone inside.
I can walk in.
Watch for the spider lady.
Zeros just stands inside.
No, please don't
You look
switch.
around.
Don't tell you, don't tell him you changed to the spider.
You look.
Talk you guys fight.
You look around and you don't see anything. Zeros, it's an empty room.
There ain't nothing here. We were all imagining it.
Don't think that's true.
I know that I rolled a 1 on perception, but how everyone is acting, if you allow me to infer that there was somebody in there and now we heard
No.
something.
Do you voice that
Okay.
you don't think it's true? Like, did you say that out loud, Cora?
No, I was,
Oh, yeah, I definitely said that out loud. Sorry.
I will cast detect magic.
I was about to say I'll just do true sight. So
Oh, well, we have that. And that's, well, I can do that.
So through your true sight, you still see nothing. There is nobody in this room.
no
Invisible
invisible
or not.
voice.
As far as detect magic, the room is kind of humming with the magical energy, but there's no specific items.
Yeah, like I would imagine, like I know, like the wood, I guess, is like because technically the ship is magical, technically, right?
I mean, yeah, it's not like the wood is magic; it's just held up. But yeah, like
Okay.
the same idea. Like it's you feel the magical energy, but there's not like any specific like magical totems or
There's no,
items.
yeah, there's nothing glowing. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll keep that for 10 minutes, and then I'll slowly make my way down the hallway. Was there any windows in that room?
Not in his room or the first mate's.
Let me just, so did I check the room there? Because I was in the hallway. Can I go back and check the room real quick? Detect
Which
magic?
room?
The one that they were.
Yeah, you can check it. Same thing.
Okay, just make sure that I'll make my way down the hallway.
I guess I'll
Pick
come
you up
back.
and put
Yeah,
you on
there's
the
no
phone.
way. Yeah, that sounds great. That's what we're gonna do.
Do
Grab the
what?
Spider. I'm gonna ride on Raph's shoulder.
There's a spider.
On the spider.
I love the spider.
We'll put her on course.
You can-
Okay.
I'll
I
ride on
love
you.
the spider.
Pass me around, it's fine.
All right. Yeah. So you guys. So is everyone going up the hallway to the stairs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still see my way.
I'm already down the hallway, so I'll go up the stairs first. And if I need to make another perception check, I'll just look to see what I see when I get to the top of it.
Well,
We'll figure it out.
you go up one level, and this is the level where you see a bunch of tieflings shoveling coal into these
Engine room.
engine rooms. Yeah, so you see about 24 of these guys just working. They look back and see you, and they stop for a moment, and then as Zaris walks up behind you, they see Zaris and they just kind of like nod and then keep go back to shoveling.
Works out.
Are
It's
you
incredibly-
staying on this level?
Keep going to the next level.
What was that?
Do
Troy?
you want to like talk to somebody and see why we're here or something?
Good point.
See what?
Why
Let's
they're
go
here
here before we just start. I mean, it could be bad.
I'm sure it's bad.
Well, I mean, we're currently in Morrowgast is being told to be. Oh, well.
Yeah.
They,
So,
him.
we are, this is not a good area. We're just, I mean, outside of Wrath, I'm assuming we're just making sure that Malfi does not have control of the ship.
At the moment, yeah. I was
Okay. So,
getting the home base, I guess, in this
Yeah.
particular area. But again, I don't know why she was here in the first place.
Yeah.
That's why we have questions.
so we go to the top. If we're not stealthing more, Wrath will just go up to the top.
Yeah, I don't think you're stealthing
Well,
anymore.
I
Since,
was.
I'm assuming he's not.
Well,
Turn.
Yeah, I'm very hard to do. I mean, I'm not rushing like clobbing everywhere, but I'm just normally going about because this is my daughter's vessel. I'm assuming some people know who I am. If not, it seems Zeros to speak recognize him as one of their own. So
I will make a way to top.
Yes.
Okay.
From looking outside that portal earlier, do I have enough information to know which part of the city we're in? Like we're above Amalthea's house? Are we over?
You're more towards where the
The red ones?
The Coliseum.
no
I brought up the image a second ago. And I accidentally-
close. So south of where the Coliseum is, there was like that string of houses, actually where you guys ran into, because that's where you thought the chest was. If you remember that, like at the bottom. That's kind of where y'all are hovering over.
Right next to the portal, right?
It's hard to get it on this.
Why do you always get food that can be infiltrated?
Yeah. Do you have like a pan? Yeah, do you have dishes if you want?
Do you have bowls?
Do you have a dish?
Are you familiar with the concept of bowls?
Sorry.
Let's complicate the situation here.
Want to toss my
Nothing,
salad?
apparently. And I was down the hall.
On the recording.
I figured you guys figured that out.
Don't worry, Hannah will help.
There.
It seems to be quite good people, but
Yeah.
if you had true sight, you shouldn't be able to see anything.
Wrong.
Go on.
Wrong.
I should think about it. We can see everything with him on.
Okay, so you guys go up to the top deck. There's a ton more tieflings here. However, these look more militant. They've all been armed with these obsidian staffs that have spearheads on the top. They're wearing armor that's kind of a gunmetal, almost like dark, not full black, but not full steel looking. It's like a
Damascus.
kind of, but without the waving lines, right? It's just like that color, that kind of dark steel.
Are these obsidian or are these like horn obsidian?
No, not like that.
Okay.
No, just like black. I
Okay.
was just describing the color.
Okay.
They're pretty cool.
Oh, sold to the DM. Good job. Sorry, I didn't
I'm
mean it
going,
that
I'm
way.
going to make the assumption.
And it's weird, they all look directly at you.
Stop.
They can just
They're all trying to say this and take one step.
His obsidian.
They're like the you just pissed off the mother of dragons, and these they're all
All we hear is as they surround you, stab all of them.
Can you dodge 32 attacks?
probably. So yeah, anyways, there's probably 50 on the top deck, standing in like perfect rows, standing there with their staffs, like almost like they're waiting for instruction.
I'm hoping he's a hired gun.
No, they're all
Were they
tieflings.
the same tiefling as down below?
Mhm.
Do I recognize any of them?
Zeresh, you recognize a lot of them.
Well, but like one, like it's my son there. Okay, you know, I was looking for one. I was looking for a.
Is the attire similar to?
You're gonna have to look through each one. They're all wearing helmets. They're all wearing.
Sure, I'll be
armor.
taking those helmets off. You know, just one by one. Just hello, are you my
You
son?
try to take one off?
Huh?
Do you try to go take one off?
I mean, I'll go look in the hole if I can, see if I can do it that way. I am
Okay.
definitely looking for my son at this point.
I was gonna say, are they facing towards us or away from us?
They're facing toward you. They're facing. So as you guys walk up the stairs, if you remember, they're like what do you call it? The
Gallery.
no, where they drive the boat, right? Like the top, the
stern?
no. Yeah, kind of like
Look at that thing.
Whatever we call it.
yeah.
Whatever where the,
Wherever the wheel
where the
is.
steering wheel is.
Yeah, where the brakes are.
Yeah.
The control room, right, like up there. They're all facing up in that direction. Like they're all like looking up there. And then you guys walk up the stairs, which is underneath the control room, and they all kind of like look towards you. Zeresh, as you start getting close to like look into the holes of the helms, you notice that they kind of switch their stance to where their back foot turns, almost to where it's like a plant foot, and their staff just leans forward a little bit.
Is there a leader amongst them?
They all look like they're looking up at the control room.
Is there? Can we see anything up there? Or
I will.
I'm glad you asked.
I was gonna say,
I know.
detect evil-
Who's up
I
there?
detect evil and good right now.
Right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Is it
evil.
all of them?
Oh, not them. No, not them. They're fun. I mean, technically,
They are abyssal, so
they're like part.
I look at when I see the glow in the control room.
Oh, yeah.
Is it evil? Is it evil?
Yeah, well, I get to know what
I
kind
think
it
it
is.
is.
That's a good point.
It's good.
Yeah.
I'm saying-
So guy just says, like, I helped you with some armor.
Yeah, aberration, celestial, elemental, fae, fiend, undead.
Yeah, 1 second. Listen, I heard you. Shit.
Is your magic still on?
You should work like a big boy player.
Are they all magic?
You want your army to me?
Magic is still on.
No, the armor's not there.
Okay,
It's just
are there
pretty.
weapons? Is anything like in my radius? Other than the,
Not with them. No, they
Oh,
don't. They don't fuck with magic.
okay,
They won't let any magic armor or weapons.
okay, so I just want to make sure, other than the shit, nothing around me is magical.
Yeah. Well, this is interesting. Technically, this sucks. Technically, it wouldn't be glowing.
Ooh.
Never mind.
So
See,
I
that's
would,
why I don't like the title of that, because it's like, there's other things that are not those things that are evil.
So, well,
sure.
what is, can I see what's up in the control room?
What? I started to tell you, and then you like quickly said, "I want to cast that," so I stopped. You guys look up, all of you, kind of at once. You kind of slowly look back, and standing in the control room with his hands kind of on the rail, looking down at you, you see Crater.
he is not a fiend.
He's technically still just a tiefling. He's still a humanoid.
Oh, right.
I mean, he has upgrades, but he's technically not a fiend.
He's not undead.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Like I said, it's
yeah.
technically still humanoid. So
We don't like Crater.
He's not an aberration, celestial, elemental, fae, fiend, undead. Well, it's good. Well, sorry, but your boyfriend's about to die. Your partner. You're going. You've gone past that stage.
She went through the 5-stage.
Is there a window, or is it like open where he is? Is he guarded behind a, I don't know, like, I don't remember the control room.
yeah, so there's it's like glass. Yeah, it's definitely enclosed. It's
Okay.
glass all the way through because they go high
It's
up.
really windy.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys have been in here before. Well, not you two.
Well, that's why like, I don't remember what it looked like, so.
You have not been here before.
Silex spent a lot of time here, but
Maybe you have, you were a stalker.
yeah, you've seen the boat.
I
But
see
you've
the
never-
boat, I just don't remember the.
How many tieflings with armor and all that?
50.
there was 50 behind you guys. Now that you turn around, there's 50 behind you, and then Crater in front of you.
So I'm definitely going into a rage at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all like
Crater looks down at everybody and just kind of smiles. It just kind of gives you like a smirk.
No.
Welcome aboard.
I'm just charging. There's no there's no diplomacy here. I can't,
Oh, yeah, he's gotta please Elias.
Yeah.
it's
So
not Elias. The tribe's gone. You know what I'm saying? That's the tribe.
But yeah, like how is it? Oh yeah, you're in a pickle.
You are in a pickle.
so you start to charge him. Now you do have to go up these stairs to get to him.
Mhm.
And then you have to get through the door, which will not be a problem for you.
It
Okay,
never
all
is.
of them will have, we don't have any time, so I cast something that needs a minute. So I don't know how long this would be, but whenever we start initiative, it'll trigger, so I'll put it at that.
Okay.
However many,
Where are you doing it, just out of curiosity?
right behind the Crater,
Underneath the stairs?
no, like right behind him.
In the control.
So
Oh.
what I'm doing is delayed
How
fireball.
did you get up there? I guess I missed
I
it.
cast it at 100 feet of me, 150
Okay.
feet, and so it's delayed fireball. The longer I hold it,
I just wanted
the more
to,
d6 it does.
I just wanted to, if I'm able to, seeing you cast something, I'm like, you better hurry the hell up with what you're doing. I'm
Well,
gonna
so I'm
walk
gonna-
forward in front of him. just
Yeah,
so that
and
they-
so I will wait until we roll initiative, and the second we roll initiative. Because then it would take me out of my turn.
Okay.
You're gonna hold the delayed fireball.
It
Yeah,
gains
I'm
D6 every 10 seconds.
I'm gonna try
Holding
to
it while this is going.
stealth my way or kind of hide into the shadows.
I'm still on your shoulder. I'm fine. You're still looking real. I'm not doing anything yet.
Spider girl.
You see like 800 signs, like, holy shit.
Shade, so every 6 seconds, he gains another. So,
We'll see how.
within a minute.
Yeah, no, great plan.
I don't know what 26 gets you, but I'm gonna try to kind of mosey my way hidden in something.
Yeah, great plan.
What did you roll for?
I'm trying to hide into the shadows or,
Oh, like stealthing
yeah.
on top of the boat.
In the middle of the
I'm just saying, I don't know if there's like cargo things or if there's, cubby
There's a lot of tieflings.
I know, like they're tall.
50 perception checks.
It's fine. Yeah. If it
Okay.
don't work, it don't work.
So yeah, as Zaris starts to run up the stairs, Zaris, you take like one step onto the stairs and then you look around, you like run smack into an invisible wall and you like bounce back and you look around and now all of you guys see, now that he's triggered it, there's this, it's almost like a box that surrounds him and has locked him in, and he's triggered a force cage through contingency. So for the next hour, he is in this cage until he dispels it.
Magic can't pass through it. Would I know that?
Oh, I don't know if you would know it, but you can try.
Can I roll an intelligence to see if I would be able to tell, like, oh, I tried to cast something that wasn't there?
You can try.
What is it called?
Force cage.
Contingency is like a thing.
He's
you can
gonna
do,
stick
you
the
know.
tieflings on us.
Not around, just in
24.
general.
Yeah.
Well, it is a spell called contingency, but
24.
24.
We learned about it.
Yeah, you've heard of force cage as a 7th level evocation that allows pretty much nothing to pass through. When you cast it as a box, nothing can get through. It's a solid barrier.
Can I get rid of it?
Okay, Zeros, I need you to be convincing.
You can, not through dispel magic.
Oh,
Hope you're not about to say something after them.
There's no ethereal travel, so you can't plane shift. You can't do any sort of teleportation. There are ways to get rid of it, but I don't think you have access to
I
that.
can't phase my way through it.
I can't
Can you
spell.
misty step into it?
It's specifically set on the spell. It cannot be
Okay,
dispelled by
that's
dispel
fine.
magic. Yeah.
Cool. Well,
You can technically do teleportation out once you're in, or interplanar travel, but you have to do a charisma saving throw. On a failure,
sorry.
obviously you can't, and you use the spell.
I was about to say, does astral projection work? If we were to go, I guess.
If you were in it, yeah, but not from the outside.
So you can't get to him from the
That's
outside.
good, because I just got access to that spell, and I was like, God damn, if I didn't choose it.
So,
So what you're saying is I can Misty step out, but I have to be
No.
a charisma,
Not Misty
You're
Step.
not even in it.
not Misty.
Not Misty Step. You can only teleport or extraplanar or interplanar travel.
Out,
Miss-
not into it, right?
Yes, out of it.
Okay.
Misty Step is not a strong enough spell.
And you guys all know, would even have the arcane ability to think of how to beat the force cage.
As soon as he like drops the force cage, he looks at you and he says, No, are we really gonna do this again?
I think so.
Okay.
Hi.
He grabs his staff and you see him look at it in the purple glow. You guys see his body just glow with this like purple and red hue for just a moment. He says, You sure?
Who is he?
No, you were afterwards. I saw him. He didn't.
That's the big bad evil guy.
This is.
Hi. I'm Victoria Lucina Verdine Stormlord.
Oh, pleasure. So you brought a child.
She's an adult.
It's 17.
I'm 17.
Man.
It's almost an adult,
I
yeah.
went there.
I'm scared. Okay, you're a spider.
You guys hear like the scraping of metal on wood, like behind you, from behind where all of the tieflings are, and you hear like a a very distinct sound of a footstep with a spur.
Fuck this fucker. I knew he was bad. Fuck him.
I don't think he's bad. I think he's a person of fortune.
And you see a hooked hand scraping along the side of the wood. You see him kind of tip his hat to you guys as he kind of goes around the side of the tieflings, and he puts his hand up on the shoulder of one of the tieflings and he says, "Well, howdy, y'all. Been some time. Welcome to my ship."
It's been a day.
Well, I've been trying to get rid of her for some time. Finally got a little help, and he looks up at Crater. Finally got a little help.
Don't worry about it, we'll explain later. He's also a big bad evil guy now.
And she may be dead.
That's my name.
Yes, absolutely.
Big and bad. Now, we've known each other a long time. You don't think I'm that bad, are we? I thought we were at one point.
Well, you,
You're a spider.
I'll slightly chuckle with what I can. I'll go to think that I had compassion when she just took your hand. By the way, you made a big mistake. This is still her boat.
No, it's not. It's not her boat, actually. It's mine.
She sell it to you?
You could say that, yeah. She sold it to me.
with what?
Her life. Paid in full.
That's why we
Isn't that
consider you a big bad evil guy.
That makes me bet she's taken many lives under contract. Does that make her a big, bad, evil guy to you?
No, we've also killed a lot of people.
Then we all bad.
No.
What's it matter?
Well, I fucking hate her.
You just don't have a boat and you're jealous. I hear you.
And neither do you.
You don't have a boat and you're jealous. I understand.
I didn't want the boat.
We are confused. Which one do we fight?
Now you two are new. What happened to the flamboyant one with the hat? He was funny.
He died.
Oh, that's tragic.
All right.
I guess I ran in.
I mighty like him. And what about the pretty one, the feisty one, always trying to kill me? Where's she?
Bird?
That's not this. She said she.
Did you remember me?
Oh, man. I forgot you're a spider.
I guess at that, because that pissed me off.
I'm so confused. What are you doing?
We're talking to
Are you talking?
I'm gonna come out of wild form off of and yeah.
Oh, your head really do look.
And I'm gonna say, let's add another time to that.
Add another time.
Like trying to kill him all the time.
Oh, clever. Clever.
This is 50 of them.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Just what I'm asking.
Well, it's nice to meet you.
It's not nice to me.
Yeah.
It's not nice to meet you. Sorry. You want to sell me the boat?
I don't think you want to pay the price, honey.
If I die, I won't have a boat.
Now, I have no qualms with you folk.
So I'm
I don't
still
know
in
how
the
you
force
got-
cage, right?
Yeah.
You're not.
I'm stuck, right? Like I can't.
Oh shit! He's in the force cage.
Yeah.
I thought.
We thought
Crater
Crater
was in the
No,
force
he
cage.
triggered it, and now he's in the force cage.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm a stuck bitch.
Yeah.
Man, how do you keep getting in these situations?
So you can technically still cast your
You can still do your
Yeah,
job.
no, I'll still be doing that then. Because I thought Crater like force caged himself. I was like, that doesn't seem like a good idea.
No.
So I'll still be doing that. So whenever we're at a minute.
Okay.
We might have got there at this point.
I'm gonna spend the while they're fighting with homeboy Bradbury. I'm gonna spend the time praying to Elias to try to get me out of this force cage. Maybe some divine intervention will break it.
Okay.
Hey,
Go
And
ahead and roll.
I'm definitely gonna
I'm
use
gonna
some veiled threats towards Bradbury and the guy up there, like just saying, I'm gonna just go into extreme detail of the gruesomeness I will cause.
I can't fucking wait to kill them.
You've gone away too many fucking times.
Yeah, we're done. We're done here.
It's the D100, right?
And I definitely want to cut his
Yeah.
fucking tongue out so he can't talk anymore. His fucking voice irritates me.
I got 17.
Yes.
I'm about to cut his
No
head
offense
off.
to Shane.
I'm about to cut his head
I'm
off.
making. Oh no.
It's a perfect voice for Bradbury. Absolutely perfect voice, but I don't like Bradbury.
Cool.
Doing a
So
great
what
job, Shane.
what?
Hold on. I think we're gonna do a divine intervention thing first.
How do you go, Trey?
He's waiting.
Do you roll?
I don't know, roll.
Shane's looking at something.
Sorry.
Did you roll,
17.
Trey?
Yeah, 17. It's over. It's over.
It's over.
So, yeah. So you say, you know, it's not nice to meet you and all that. He's like, well, you know, I've known you all for so long now. Just figured that by this point you'd be at least by my side.
Not if your side is next to him.
Who?
It's only been like a
Obviously,
minute,
the
but
only
I mean,
person
it's
I'm
nice.
pointing at.
I don't know if I'm on his side, but he's definitely in mine.
You think he's on your
Yeah,
side?
yeah.
You
I
think
would-
he's
I would-
behind you?
Just phrasing, honestly, like in your side seems a little.
That's a good one.
Oh, what you think? You think he's the powerful one here?
You think you're the powerful one?
Well, yes.
Okay.
You
Why
don't even
do you
have a
think
hand.
that?
Well, I am the blood of Orion.
Oh, fuck my life. Now I'm confused.
Why do you think I came to find you folks to begin with?
I don't know.
I thought it was just a
I'm-
mercenary.
We were under the impression that was the blood of Orion and the pointy critter.
Oh, I'm so sorry you were confused.
Then how does he play into all this?
I made him.
What do you mean?
You made
Into
him.
what?
I made him into Crater. A much more powerful version than his former weaker self.
Why'd you do that?
I need some extra muscle.
So you're gonna go into him?
So,
Is that the plan?
so how do you play?
Now he's not by his side, he's little.
He's in his side.
So how do you play into all this? What's the role? What's the?
Well,
So,
the easiest way to put it is I just want my dad back.
And that's Orion.
Should be Cuban.
Well, oh, she's down. She's waiting for us.
Did she give birth to you?
A long time ago, yes.
How old are you?
I'm still coming up.
Yeah, you look great, man.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Sorry about the hand.
Great genetics.
I'm not sorry.
Great
Don't
genetics.
say sorry about their hand.
You should have taken the pen. I don't know him.
Ombre was a firecracker. I had to bury my pride a little bit and make her think she was gonna hold me hostage.
You're the guy I talk about with the chest. What'd you want the chest for?
No, that's none of your business, is it?
Oh.
They got it for me. That's all that matters.
Well, okay.
But don't worry, I gave them a little bit of the booty. Isn't that right? Well, your friend that knew how to do something with it, I guess he died too. Ain't with y'all no more.
I guess that's none of your business.
Yeah.
She did a good job.
Are you still a spider?
No.
Spider being sassy.
Now, are you all gonna try to do something stupid now? Or are you gonna leave?
I don't know why it's fair to experiment.
It's getting close. Yeah, I'll let you know.
To find something stupid.
Y'all gonna make me have to kill you all right now.
We have to? I'd rather not. Can we like put a pin in that?
What stopped you from killing us before?
I said multiple times, I got no issue with you folk. stay out of my way, stay out of my business, and you can live your life happily. You come in here,
You
Try to-
haven't stayed out of
Can we,
our business.
can I talk to Zaris? Can he actually communicate with?
Yeah.
yeah, he can talk to you.
I don't know the rules of the.
Yeah.
the
So
case.
it's just an
Zaris,
invisible wall. that you can-
if we kill your people, are you gonna be mad?
I will kill you.
Oh.
Oh, Sarah's.
That's a non-negotiator, okay? That's what this all is for.
Elias is real disappointed in you, bud.
Oh,
Yeah, what?
you know?
What are they trying to tell us?
Then you let them.
They won't. Hey, they're not gonna hurt you if you leave.
So you say we get to live our life, if we
Yep.
walk away,
Absolutely.
what, up until you bring Orion back and then he eliminates everything?
Why would he eliminate everything?
That's what he said.
Yeah.
No, no.
Amalthea doesn't like us. She'd
He
kill us
wants-
in an instant.
Daddy just wants the world to be a better place,
Which means.
which means not
It sounded pretty angry.
not believing in some fake ass God of the sun.
He's not fake.
Oh, what? Do you see him?
I have.
When?
I
When you were dreaming? When? When you
I
were
know.
dreaming?
That happens, man. Every time with my family.
Was it when you were dreaming? Because I haven't seen him here, and I've been here for 4,000 years. So when exactly have you seen him in your?
Just because you haven't been lucky enough in your 4,000 years doesn't
You
mean-
didn't answer my question.
I said no.
Was it when he was dreaming?
No.
And when was it?
Maybe that's none of your business.
Yeah, that's
either.
what I thought. Man, you guys just love to pick fights, don't you?
Oh, not me.
Quit being nice to me.
I know. I'm so sick of you. Pesky.
Yell at me. We've told you to stop.
Be mean.
Sure.
Yeah,
All right.
be mean to him.
It's been a minute. Still want to do it?
Yeah.
So,
I'm
guys-
so scared.
so after a minute of concentrating and building up the spell, you cast it, what, behind him?
So it appears behind him, and it would have been like a small yellow bead that would have gotten brighter and brighter.
Mhm.
But I can cast it to 150 feet. So if I could put it behind him so he doesn't see it, and we're all talking, that was my hope, is that he wouldn't notice. And then there's going to be a ginormous 7th level explosion.
Yeah. The entire top of the ship erupts in flames, and you just see the entire captain's quarters, or not captain's quarters, the control center just blows up, and shards of wood go everywhere.
Is
And
this
then-
gonna come falling down?
No, no.
Okay.
It's a
It's
dexterity
not-
saving throw. If you need, I don't know if you cast anything.
He doesn't need to.
Okay.
And he falls down to the deck you guys are on. This entire like upper deck thing is shattered. Force cage is still very much intact, but everything around it, the stairs, everything is shattered. You need to see him kind of land like superhero stance on the ground below with his staff. And he just looks up at you, still glowing red. Says, well, I guess we're doing this again.
We're gonna die.
I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh, God.
He only has 50 soldiers.
No, he doesn't have 50 soldiers.
The thing is, like, I probably would have started off before that actually, but I have no spells that like do that kind of kapow.
Yeah.
But I don't think he can.
I don't know how much damage it did to the ship though. Like, is the ship can like is the control?
It's
That's
fine.
what-
Well, they're not getting like. Can the ship be controlled
Nope.
anymore?
That's why I asked him if we
Okay.
Plus, I don't
crash
think,
you
I
down
don't think
or
he
not,
takes
so.
some damage from that because it is
we
a
can
fire.
call things like, nope.
Well,
Maybe
you
cast
can
her.
some vulnerability on himself.
Invulnerability.
Sorry, that's not.
And yes, that was the blow.
I feel so stupid.
Okay.
I'm sure there were so many fucking clues around like the entire time that Bradbury was the fucking blood. Like when we.
He wasn't
like, when
always
we
the blood.
fucking-
I don't know.
It wasn't always the
It
blood.
changed when the card.
Creed.
He was in.
Creed changed him.
Character.
Oh.
So it was when Creed changed.
Originally the blood was Freyr, and then whenever he changed, so Bradbury was always the bad guy.
Right.
He was originally hired by Amalthea to get that chest,
Yeah.
but he wasn't as all powerful because the closer he got to getting his dad back, 'cause he was always the son of Amalthea.
Yeah.
The closer he got to getting his dad back, the more power he got, to the point where he grew into He's not Crater, but he is still and will always be the blood of Orion because
He's the son.
he's the son of Orion.
And so they're using Wyam's body to eventually be.
Wyam is the body of Orion.
Wyam.
So his body flow.
Yep.
So you
Yeah, the eye, the blood, the body, the soul.
bring up the shit.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Bring up the shit.
No, I mean I can. Yeah, especially since it's busted up on the top because that's the only part I don't have done.
She's so cool. Baby. You're not really a baby, but that's okay. She's our baby. How old is she now?
6, 7.
I love old babies.
She snores. Which I looked up, maybe that's like a German Shepherd thing. If they snore, it makes a wicked snore.
Yeah.
I looked it up. No, apparently it's very rare because German Shepherds have long snouts, so they're not supposed to snore, but she's just fucking weird.
Did you get it? We're getting it.
Well, that's what's
She's like, leave me alone.
Yeah. German Shepherds are not on that list, which I just think is hilarious.
Oh my god, I'm so mad.
I'm so pissed. But I can't wait to get it.
Yeah.
Are we not worried about the 50 other?
I'm super scared.
Paris is gonna have to talk to them to get them out of the way.
Okay, obviously you know that it's like Vitra against Cora is not against you, okay? Okay.
What?
I'm gonna be fucking anxious and be like, Trista thinks I don't like her.
No, you're fine. There's a reason. Wait, you had no issues with Corinne.
Oh, yeah, I know.
This next one.
You made this.
Vitra just doesn't know how to deal with a 17-year-old.
Yeah,
Is Mandy the person that's supposed to be dealing with?
Right, yeah, no, I can deal with kids all the time.
Yeah.
Vitra, on the other hand, who never had children, does not know.
and never had the option to be a child.
To be fair,
Oh,
Zenro was never,
yeah, you're right.
Zenro was never around for the 17-year-old face of his daughter either.
True, yeah.
Okay, my dad wasn't around either.
We're talking about Cora?
Yeah, y'all really don't course background.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, it's like, Tristan, because I feel like your dad's definitely.
Enjoy it.
Oh, no, yeah. My dad just loves
You like that?
Of course he could.
Apparently mine did too, but I didn't know very well.
it.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
you gotta bring the 50
Y'all
teachers.
probably will never meet.
Yeah, y'all fine.
But that, you know, at this point, it's probably not.
What, everybody was already on the boat? Or did they just leave it here?
That's so well done. I feel kind of bad that we've gone this whole game and not used this and about to do a different campaign.
You know what? We'll use it for the
It's a shit.
There's no such thing as boats in the next one, which is odd.
I'm so excited. I get to use her.
Yeah, Damon Bradbury.
I'm so fucking
What is he
mad.
using?
Hey, I'm gonna kill you.
I'm gonna have to go right next to her.
Yeah, we need to,
Strategically place this.
I would
So,
have been in the front to cast a spell.
yeah.
where's Bradbury?
You wanna drink?
Can you put Sage next to
No, Bradbury's over here, next to Cora.
Maybe.
What?
You put Sage next to Cora. Yeah, we should probably get rid of those wings. Should probably take them off. It's okay.
Oh, okay, he's
Well,
gonna be
that's
up
probably
here.
cool, just a little bit.
Yeah, he's
No,
gonna
it's gonna be over there. Yeah, he's gonna have to not try to go up the stairs. I love that movie.
Hey, Michael.
Oh my lord. Tell me how you really feel.
Did you discount that? No, I mean, that works.
I mean, I can zoom in. Oh, that works, the purple.
Alright, what did I get? 15 plus 5. I think I
Hey,
should
we can
just
move
use
the table over a little bit. There you go.
There you go. There's our butt.
You know, it'd be interesting if you told me, I'd be like, oh, fuck it, I'm not gonna be around when it gets back, so I'm gonna go ahead and just suicide.
Kind of this way so they can see.
But you don't know.
There you go.
Oh, thank God we didn't fucking
tell you.
Yeah, shit. We need your ass. Lie. You're being so selfish.
It's not about being- I would have probably just started off a little sooner.
if death cometh, he cometh now. That kind of thing. Ooh, Jesus.
Okay, but we want life to cometh
I don't know.
during this situation, okay?
I'm
So,
looking for that.
Hey, you
yeah,
don't
so
know.
if you could,
All over us.
This is why we keep secrets.
So I think you were by me though, right?
Well, yeah.
there's
basically-
other
people around wherever.
Yeah, I wanted to I don't know if we were stepping up the stairs. I want to be in front of you, in front of the people, just so they didn't see you.
Where was the spell at? Which side did I cast the spell at?
What's gonna be over there?
Okay.
Crater.
Okay. Ooh, so you went in that.
Or cage.
And y'all were talking to Bradbury.
That's a good force cage.
Rain, Vitra, is there anyone else want to be?
Yeah,
no, I'm fine there.
Okay. Rain, Zaris, you can't do anything, so fuck you.
we have
What is that supposed to mean?
I don't know why I fucking picked
But
him.
in my defense, anyone that ran up there was gonna get force staged. It just happened to be Zaris.
None of us were gonna run up there.
You are very quiet, Shade.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Seeing someone else captain the ship that your daughter.
Yeah.
No, definitely pissed me off. I was like, hold on, man. I know, how did he get up here?
See, now that's the reasonable thought process.
And then we have Zaris.
Hey, it could
Not
not
so reasonable.
It could have been Cora. He's chaotic.
Hey.
I mean, I just
I mean, look.
Hi, I'm Maggie.
Hi, Cora. Hi, Cora.
Must be the first meeting.
Can we want some, Mandy?
I'm sorry?
Can you move the fingers?
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me?
It drives me crazy. I can't help it.
Oh,
The mouse, the cursor?
Oh, of course.
It's
I was like, my fingers are only right here.
My phalanges.
All right. What'd you roll for initiative?
I got a 20.
Oh, nice.
I'm not ready for that.
What'd you roll?
21.
Nice. What'd you roll?
6.
Fuck you.
Mandy. I rolled a
Twice
1.
as good as her.
Twice as
I
good
rolled
as
a
hers.
23.
What?
23. Rolled a
So you get to
17.
go twice in a row.
Fuck her
Oh,
up.
hoping, so that I can
I want him
prevent
so
the, the 50 or two
I
flames from
mean, there
interviewing.
are 50 soldiers to worry about.
I know,
And
but are they
I don't know
gonna
if
be
he's
cut
I don't
off?
think he's gonna be kind enough to
Shit.
say that
They
they're
wouldn't
in
be able to
trance,
Without
but they all
disintegrate.
disintegrate once already, so.
Yeah,
It will
I'm about to probably
disintegrate
ask
with kill the
regarding
spell.
passive damage.
that's a good idea.
At a high level, 'cause you never know.
Why not?
I like tacos.
Remind me, is Athena on a coast?
Yeah, well, but it's like a few miles into the coast
Okay.
from the, it has a river.
So these little poker chips are gonna represent 5,
Shit.
or sorry, 10
Okay.
soldiers.
Shit.
So,
10.
20, 50, 40.
I don't know how I feel about that.
and then
It's like
he was
it's
kind
a
of
little further back.
over on the side.
I don't feel about it. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, a little further back.
Yeah, get a little bit further away from me, please.
There we go.
And I thought I was quite friendly and non-confrontational.
Well, there's still more underneath.
Oh, thanks.
More soldiers underneath.
More people.
Thanks.
And there's more, yeah. And you got the coast.
Oh, let's get ready to rumble.
That's gonna cost you 1,000.
All right. First off, let me move these.
Today, in this.
I don't like your smile.
4,000 years over.
You,
Are you gonna roll for each one?
I need to do different colors actually.
She's got the rainbow.
Might be a break middle fight, you know?
Yeah.
Relax a little bit and we have to
probably.
come back next week or 2 weeks.
Well, unless we all die. And then,
You know what? You're right. I'm going in.
Yeah. Going all in.
Make the campaign, get your characters ready.
I know,
Mine's
I
very
have.
simple.
Oh, you're going to do the
I have 2. I didn't write anything.
What
I
you
just have them. Relax.
Where you at?
I want to hear what everyone else is doing first.
oh, that's very
That's
kind of you.
cheating.
Well,
I'm
you
not
guys-
cheating. We're gonna have a session where we put in the characters and.
They're just different colors, so I can differentiate
Oh,
which
Yeah,
person.
you need to be the last.
I was like, what?
This is actually 2 people and that's 5 people.
You should make a character.
Yeah, they're all different values.
You have to make 5, and then you come in and then we all.
Blue score.
Okay.
Got that much over.
I'll have a general
They
idea of what the few.
specialize based on their colors, so blue is ice,
That's what I was thinking. I was like, fuck.
green is acidic,
It's Tiamat.
I guess blue would be water, white would be ice, would be black.
We not deal with the 5
Yeah,
heads.
either.
So boy,
Get the
we
dragons
did
ready.
that.
We're teaching Ryder yesterday about whatever that dragon's called.
Tiamat. He was like, what's the biggest dragon? I was like, well, it depends on what world you're in, bud. Local Shades world, it's in Tagalon. Regular D&D, it's Tiamat. He's like, I think Monster Zero is the biggest. I was like, maybe. I don't know. Comparative in the worlds, I don't know, buddy.
I'm talking to somebody about
Okay.
buying the fencing. Her name is Radar.
You rolled over a 20?
Fucking cool.
You rolled over a 20?
Good one.
Okay, what'd you get?
23.
23 for Wrath. Save, what'd you get?
21. Anyway.
Okay, and then who rolled 15 to 20? Okay, what'd you get?
20. Rain did and Troy did as well.
Cora.
I know, that's good for me.
Good job, Cora.
I wasted
Rain,
all my
what'd you roll?
rolls.
I got a 19.
We can't hear you.
I'm not muted.
Yeah, I can
No,
hear you.
good
I
eye.
hear you. Oh, soundbar. Hold on.
No, soundboard's on.
Say it again.
Can you hear me?
I guess put up some
Just, yeah,
fingers.
show us.
Fingers.
No,
Um,
1.
19.
19. See if
Um,
Trey, will you say something? Let's see if we can hear you.
Say something. Yeah, I can hear
Yeah,
Heather.
we can hear you.
Soundbar's not lighting up. So.
Well, maybe what happens when we unplug the camera. plug it back in.
Oh, okay.
I think when you unplug the camera, maybe default it to like different settings.
What must be audio?
I don't know. All right, say something.
Something.
say something.
Like say it like through the microphone.
Can you hear me?
That's speaker.
Yeah, see, look, it's trying to use the Logitech microphone.
Oh,
No, you gotta use that, go to the top,
Yeah.
say save the system.
Say
Or
someone.
not us though. Not
What?
Oh, shit. Yeah, hold on, let me
That little bit
let me work on it for a second, because I have messed with a lot of Zoom, so it's trying to do.
You going, baby man?
I was good. I was at the microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Wait, did I do?
Just a minute.
I'll
Say
do
the whole
one
thing.
back to that one was.
Pretty good.
Can you guys hear us?
Cool. All
Okay,
right,
good.
I probably
I'm
turned
gonna-
y'all up way too loud, by the way, so.
You got a 19?
Yeah, I got a 19.
Sweet. Okay, who rolled 10 to 15?
Yeah. At a 14. Forgot there for a second.
Oh, I rolled a 16. I don't know if I told you that.
Damn. Okay.
That monk, man, real speedy.
No, I told you.
All right. Who rolled under a 10?
Yeah, that's it.
Who's left?
Sure.
You got a 6.
Don't sound too happy about it.
Man, you know, when you think monks are supposed to be quick.
Yeah.
I got a +5.
It's almost like, you know, when she asked about the feats, it's like you take a alert, you get a +5 initiative, so you get to go earlier round, maybe
Said-
first. And she's like,
I'll take the charger.
Hey, it was that or Charger, okay?
That actually makes sense.
I feel like I take a long time to figure out what I'm gonna do.
That's on
You punch and you stun.
What?
So that's on you, man. It's not just-
Now, how I take a long time?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I don't like going
You
first.
punch and you stun. You punch and you stun.
And if you really get scared, you punch.
Punch and
You
stun.
punch once, you punch
Well,
twice. and
I
then
wanna
you go
use my
defensive.
staff, not my punch.
Oh, well, then use your staff to hit and then punch.
And now
Then
punch
stun.
quick, close, and then stun, and then I can't take reactions. Beautiful.
Give us the power, Doggo.
I'm dumb.
I'm ready to fight too, Dad.
Take me in the back. She's
held it that whole time too.
All right, got that. I posted a picture.
Oh, well, we're still,
Hey, baby.
we're still going.
Hello, how you doing?
That was spur, man. It's one of them.
Okay, fine.
Every time you touch, I don't want that.
Here you are.
Every time he touches her, she blinks. You blink in her direction.
All right. Sorry about the delay. We're back.
Raph,
Yeah.
you're up.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So I'll take my bonus action to activate my blade singing. So I'll run my wand against my blade and then I'll put it in the hilt. And so it becomes both.
Yeah.
And then I will turn around. Zara said he doesn't want us to kill him, so I will activate Wall of Force and a big dome around the tieflings.
Okay.
Oh,
And so it's invisible and it just.
what does it do?
Wall of Force is kind of like Force Cage, but it's a little bit the lower.
I was gonna make you do the sound effect again.
Dollar General version.
Yeah. So nothing can pass physically through the wall. It is immune to all damage and can't be dispelled by dispel magic.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So I need to block, and it goes into the ethereal plane, which means you can't like misty step in. So it's like Force Cage, just level it down.
Now let's
Okay.
get on these two.
Yeah.
And that was
We can't touch him for now.
my turn. So
That was great.
Okay.
Thanks, dude.
How big is it?
Shit.
Hemispherical dome, with a radius of 10 feet.
So I'll get as many as I can in the dome.
Okay. Radius is so the full it'd be 20 feet long. I mean, yeah, that would get all of them.
Okay.
20
So-
feet. Yeah, for sure.
Might make them a little cramped, I guess, like if I'm doing like a dome, like I might be like, oh shit. But
You guys sit there, it's huge.
man, if it could be used like that, it'd be the greatest.
I know, right?
If I could use it to like slice people.
Oh. Slice all their heads off their.
Yeah. And it lasts
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Concentrate.
No. Oh yeah.
It is. It is.
Concentration.
Go hide.
Well, I have advantage.
He has advantage on those checks now because he's a warcaster, baby.
So many more dice now for my spells. Jesus.
Okay.
Uh,
Next up,
How
is there anything else you're
magical
doing?
is he?
How magical is
Because
who?
you were using your little magical thing, like detect magic, right? So.
Oh,
Magically was.
how magical is? I mean, he's probably a fucking star.
I would like to see it.
How
I'd like to
magical
know.
is he?
How magical is Crater at the moment?
Oh, it's
No,
greater?
I want it both of them. Well,
Yeah, I guess Bradbury.
Bradbury, we don't know what.
Pretty strong. Pretty magical.
What is he covered in magical equipment and stuff?
You don't know.
Well, she's asking for my detect magic.
But you have to recast it because you just
not-
casted 2 different concentration spells.
Well, didn't
So
you
no.
say before though? Okay,
Holy shit.
Just assume yes.
okay.
Just assume yes.
Yeah, just assume.
It's a big bad. It's not. It's not meant to be.
That's totally normal.
Yeah. He's pretty weak, actually. Like, he's got a book for him here.
Well, I don't know if his hook was magical.
It probably is.
Magical hook. Or
That's probably like with the way he casts spells. He doesn't have like a wand or anything. It just comes out of his book.
All right. No. Okay. Next up is Crater, actually.
Oh, thank you.
No worries. He's not strong.
At all.
You're gonna see him
Did you
tap his staff twice, and that red gem on top is gonna glow and kind of emanate. And he's gonna go ahead and do. He's got a lot. He's going to.
Somebody still just can't shoot it.
Yeah, it's gonna drop it on your face.
Uh,
He's going to. You guys are gonna see above you this kind of darkness, and it's gonna swirl around you and kind of coat everyone in a 40-foot, so all of you guys. Let's see. It's gonna start getting very hot. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Can I counterspell?
You can try.
Yes.
What level?
I will do a 5th level.
You're gonna need to roll.
Yes. Oh, I'm gonna make sure that actually it was worth it. Oh no, I'll do it at the 3rd level because it doesn't give me anything else. So 17 plus 5 is 23.
Okay.
22, you're right, I'm sorry, 22.
So you see this like cloud start to form around you, and then it kind of dissipates, and you see his like kind of smirk fade for a second and look at you. Nice trick. Sage.
God, that was ominous.
I'm gonna,
Thank you.
okay.
That was the one round. I can't use it for another round.
I'm gonna, before I do anything, I'm gonna shout, Zaris, get your people out of here. And then I'm gonna hit Bradbury with a 7th level moonbeam.
This ship is gonna be destroyed.
Oh, yeah.
I'm assuming Crater didn't take any damage from that fireball,
He
right?
needs to make
He
a,
had casted invulnerability on himself.
he needs to make a constitution.
Try to take care of it. You try to take care of it.
How's your mood, you mean?
I'm moving.
Are you sure he's older than 12? It's 19 on the die.
Bradbury?
Well, he still takes half damage.
He's 4,000 years old. Where's he live?
You have to get the roll. That's the issue.
Well,
30.
I've access to my total.
Cora, you're gonna be up next.
You don't have to roll.
18 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And then as my bonus action, I'm gonna wild shape into a fire elemental. And that's where I'll end my turn.
Fuck.
Yeah. Sorry.
He brought up the dragons specifically.
I know, he's like, y'all are gonna turn into dragons for sure. I definitely will, but you know. I wanna set some shit on fire.
What'd you do first? I'm sorry.
I moonbeamed Bradbury.
Okay.
Does that stay on?
Because he's
for a while?
invulnerable.
Not when she's.
Not when I wild, well, no, when I wild shape, wouldn't it?
No, you can't cast when you're monster.
Do you have that?
Because I
don't know if you
didn't
have
hit
it.
that yet, it's 18.
I tried to hit him.
Okay, so it goes away.
Okay,
wild
right.
shape.
Which one are you? Oh,
She's
yeah.
the one- That's
It's
right.
very big. The other one I have is like jumping on fire. This one at least has flames, man. Wait, fire elemental?
You don't want that anywhere near your wonderful boat.
All right. Cora, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna turn invisible.
What do you want to do, my
And then
love?
I'm gonna try to move to the front of the ship.
Up here? Okay, so
Can you get through the force cage?
you would have.
Where did I go around?
If you can go around, so can they. So there's no way to get around.
No, they're in a dome. They're in a circle.
Oh, that's right. It's the dome, not the wall.
I chose the dome so that we could detect Bradbury and not the there.
So we wanna go
But you would have to like either go that way or
I would live.
okay, you probably get around there.
That's fine. So, as long as I'm not done.
What's your movement speed?
30.
Yeah, because you have to pass through people and stuff. So. But you're invisible. You want to hide?
I really feel about that, but I also hide at the same
Yeah,
time.
you do have a close action.
Trey.
Well, the extra stealthy.
Well, there.
So, 25.
He's stuck in
Give
there. He's
advantage
gonna
here.
watch us all fuck up his family.
Yeah.
Get your family out of there.
You didn't give me
I'm sorry.
And I'm being extra stealthy with
I
a
mean,
25 hiding-ish kind of thingy. And then that's my turn.
So she disappeared. She's invisible.
Yeah.
I'm being extra quiet while I'm doing it.
Plus he goes
Okay.
with efficiency.
All right.
What's your efficiency?
That was Cora. Sorry, let me go back over. So Cora, Rain.
Rain.
I looked at where she sits. Rain, it's your turn.
First, no.
Welcome.
I'm going to cast investigation
You're right.
and can't say the word, but it's a basically a flame and it goes throughout my whole body. and I'm like immune to fire damage.
Oh.
It's like investiture, and I can't say the word. Yeah, that one. Yes, that one.
Okay.
It does a lot of other stuff too. You might want to
Yeah,
look
it
out
does.
forever.
It does a lot of things.
You want to move?
Yeah,
You're
I'll
right
move
here.
so I'm not within 5 feet of anybody.
Okay, do you want to move up to Bradbury or you want to move away from Bradbury?
Let's see. Yeah, move me 5 feet back, closer to Crater. Yeah, close to Zaris.
Okay. Are we,
Do you think Crater's he just passed the vulnerability?
yeah, I think it goes to staff more than it does anything else.
Let's break the staff.
I mean, we gotta get vulnerability off first.
You gotta get away.
Okay. All right. Anything else
Well, I'm gonna do something.
on your turn, Rain? No. Okay. Cool. It is now Bradbury's turn.
Boo.
Fuck you, cowboy.
Boo.
Let's see.
What do you want me to do?
Bradbury gonna do?
Country accent.
Go back to it so hard. It's fine.
When my family speaks in their country accent, I mimic it. It's weird.
That's everybody.
So Bradbury, you're gonna see him pull from his like claw or like his hook hand. You're gonna see as he like reaches into his like trench coat that he has. When he goes in and comes back out, the hand is now turned into this like kind of long pointed blade, kind of like Terminator T-1000, where it's like, and he's just gonna like look at the blade and look at you guys, and he's gonna kind of scope out, see the big fire elemental, kind of take note that one of you guys is not there anymore. And he's gonna look and see Vitra closest to him, and he's just going to misty step from where he is to where you are and hit like.
Sick. He has 4? Jesus. Well, fuck me.
See if he hits. Oh, 31.
Does that hit?
29. Oh, 16.
That
That
misses.
misses. A natural 1. He's got to miss 1.
He's a
And 30. Okay, so
4,000-year-old demigod.
one of those is a crit. So the one miss. Who's got a roll on here? One second.
What'd you say? Seems painful. A little bit.
So one of the attacks, the crit did 34 like magical piercing damage.
Okay.
The other ones I have to roll for. Or actually, no, it's 34 before the roll. My bad. Just 1 second.
Yeah, no problem.
34 plus 13, so 47.
For the first hit?
For that crit hit, yeah.
Okay.
47.
47.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And then the next one is 27.
27.
And then the third one was absolute cheeks at 19.
Hey, dude. 19 points of damage.
Mhm.
Stabbed you through the chest.
And
Definitely take a defensive stance.
Dodge action.
yeah. You're gonna see him after he like stabs, and then he's just gonna kind of like look at you and then kind of take that same kind of like back foot, like planted, like ready. But he's not gonna do anything else. That's his turn. Zaris, you have a turn.
I'm gonna swing at the inside of the cage, I guess. If I can't fight a person, I'll fight this cage.
Roll for attack.
Yeah, me and who else was in there?
Vitra.
Vitra,
The two
and
of
that's
us.
cool.
And we just enjoyed sitting there
Yeah.
and watching everything happen.
So I did
What's that?
19, which is a crit now.
And what's the damage?
That'll be 17 damage with crit multiplier.
Yeah, so as you like slash into this, you're using your axe, right?
Yeah.
So as you slash into this, you hit it, and the entire force cage just lights up, and it rings the most obnoxious, loud sounding ring that just reverberates your entire skull, almost like you hit like a piece of metal against like another piece of metal, like really, really loud. And in that ringing, you see like this image of this like just this hand kind of like reaching through and touching the edge of the outside of the cage, and you see like that part of the wall just kind of shimmer for a second.
I see that.
No, Zero.
Okay, I was like,
Try to go through it.
Yeah, I guess I'll touch it with my hand to see what that does.
Your hand goes through.
Oh my god, get out. Get out!
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna push out.
I guess.
As you push out, you like get through the other side. You go back and like touch the other end, and it's now solid from the outside.
Interesting. Okay. Well, cool.
They're still there, right?
Yeah, the force cage is still there.
All right, go fight Bradbury. So we gotta take.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I will charge at Bradbury at this point. And then
How much your
will,
movement?
enough, probably like 45, I think.
You're fine.
45.
All right.
Okay. Well, all these squads are going to be kind of useless. They don't do magic. They don't have Elias's blessing. So the white squad is going to
Wait. What do you mean? What do you mean?
these guys are kind of useless in there. They can't fight. They're just stuck there, just stabbing their spears against it.
No, you can't just walk over that. That's that's 7 of my levels.
Wait, what?
You said I lost Elias's blessing?
No.
They don't have.
No, I'm saying the squads that are in the dome that Adam made. I said they don't have Elias's blessing, so they can't.
Gloss over that.
I was like, no, hold up.
You're good. Don't worry about it. So the white squad is gonna what?
Yeah, so nothing. White squad does nothing. Zinro, I'm just gonna honestly, unless your concentration breaks,
So
we're just gonna skip through them.
Okay.
So Zinro, you're up. Sure, you're next.
I use my bonus action to activate the boots, even though I don't think I'll have to run too far. Let's see, Bradbury. Kind of semi-surrounded with them at the moment.
Oh, and also just to simplify things, because in the past, like the flanking stuff's been kind of weird with like how the AC goes. We're just gonna say if there's flanking, at least one person behind, or there's 2 people like there is right now, just gives you advantage.
Okay.
Just gonna make it simple because it gets confusing for me to try to remember what their AC is now. It's just like it's easier just to say advantage.
Sounds good.
I want to leave.
Y'all are all fucking throwing 25 and up anyway, so it's not good.
I want to leave Crater free to do what he wants to do over there. So I'm gonna, while I'm walking towards him, I'm gonna cast a spell magic against him at my highest spell slot, which is 9th.
What are you trying to dispel?
Invulnerability.
At Crater or Bradbury?
It's Crater that added, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do. Is I'm gonna walk up to him, dispel magic at 9th level. Highest level slot I got, and
Oh, it doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't?
I thought that was how we,
Doesn't say
that's how we
that
determined it was able to be fixed, didn't it? I wouldn't have done it because I thought we talked to Hefe
Yeah.
about not Hefe, yeah, it was
Java. Yeah.
I thought that's what we talked about.
You're wrong. I thought you
That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what.
It's just immune to all damage.
Because we talked.
It is a 9th level spell though.
So that's why he cast it at spell magic. Wouldn't have to roll for it.
I just got equal to 9th level, so it's equal to or greater than.
I mean, yeah. I just don't think you can dispel invulnerability.
I mean, that's the way I know it.
That's up to you.
Yeah, it's up to you. I thought that's what it was, and I'll burn the spell slot if I have to.
Yeah, we'll say you can, I'm not seeing anything on here, but yeah, we'll say that since you cast it at 9th level, it hits him and he starts to see like it fade. And you notice that red glow kind of simmers away from him.
Does he panic at all? Like,
You see him kind of like his eyes like widen for a moment. And then he kind of focuses back on now Zinro, who's approaching him. Vitra.
Ooh.
Actually, he's going to take a legendary action after that.
Okay. Is he moving or?
No, he's not moving.
Between crater?
Yes.
Okay.
With Warcast, I get a cantrip.
Not
I
raspberry, right? Someone that's right on top of you.
He's
Vitra's dead.
Again.
he's going to. No, he's not going to do that. No, he's not going to do a legendary action here.
Okay.
He's going to
Hold off.
be patient.
Oh, like that.
Love that.
Okay, Vitra, go ahead.
Sure. Well, I'm gonna hit him with my staff. Raspberry. Okay, hold on. Ooh, hell yeah. 32 and 26.
Who are you hitting? Bradbury?
Bradbury.
Oh, yeah, both hit.
Great. One. Where are my dice? 2.
Raph, you'll be up next.
Okay. All right. Concentrating.
So that's 29 points of damage. I'm also going to spend a key point to do 2 unarmed strikes.
You get advantage right now because they're
flanking.
Yeah. Okay, so I got a 19 and 17. Do either of those hit?
19 hits.
Great. 18?
18.
Does 18 hit?
No.
Okay. So I get 1 arm strike. 1 unarmed strike. 12 more points of damage. And then I'm going to attempt to stun him.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know, I'm going back and forth on whether or not there's a fucking point.
22.
Yeah.
That's Constitution, right?
Yeah.
You never know.
It's 15.
Yeah.
He's
I
gonna
mean,
pass
it's
it
not.
every time.
Maybe.
So I mean,
Yeah, all you need is that nat 1.
I bet his
Don't
plus is
give
more than 15. It's not?
Yeah, for Constitution, no.
Okay. All right.
It's
I'll keep trying.
He's
All right. Just so you know, I am putting down my PC points.
He's going to take a legendary action after your turn. Bradbury is.
Fuck you.
Just stab you like 6 times.
No, he's going to Misty Step.
Can I get an attack opportunity or no?
No, he
No,
Misty Step.
Damn it.
He's going to Misty Step beside Crater.
Oh.
There.
Besties.
Do you want him next to Zinro? Or, I mean, Crater's kind of big, so I mean, is he
Yeah,
next
just
to Zinro?
close to it. He just wanted to be like on the same side so they weren't split up.
Okay.
And that's it. He can only Misty Step with his legendary action. Wrath, you're up.
Okay. Sarath is gonna fly in the air
Mhm.
and like flip and then land on this other side of Crater. So like Bradbury has to be in line with me. So if he tries to do anything, Crater's in the way. And I will take my 3 attacks with my sword because I am concentrating on the stealth.
Okay.
Let's do the dirty work.
I have to use soul now. Except for you.
Okay, 23 for the first hit.
Who are you hitting, Crater?
Yes.
Okay.
28 for the second hit. 29 for the third hit.
All 3 hit.
Oh, yeah.
28, 2d6. Okay, so just to start off, I have a plus 12 to damage.
Okay.
So there's 36 points already.
Okay.
So I can add my fluency. I can add my intelligence modifier to my damage. 6, 8.
To really build a character, you know?
8, 16, 22, 23, 25, 32, 35. So 71 points of damage overall.
Okay.
That's good. I know, I feel so
That's
And I actually hit him this time.
That's because it's Adam.
It's because it's Adam. It is because it's Adam.
I built characters for fun. So
How much was it total? 71?
71. I would say about half of that was cold damage. So if he has any vulnerability, anything to that, the rest was slashing. I just like lay in bed and she'll be asleep and it's like, this would be a cool board to build.
Yeah.
I'll build a board.
I do roll over and I can see he's like D&D stuff.
You're
doing great,
He just
Yeah.
pushes his finger. Shh.
I don't listen to much.
I'm building a board. Quiet.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about never cheating on me. It's just D&D.
Yeah, I've seen this TikTok. It's like,
Yeah.
where all the faithful men at? And he's like, so anyways, when you paint
Here's
this
all
one,
my
you're gonna have to do multiple layers.
Yeah, they have one that's like, tell me your man won't cheat on you without telling me your man won't cheat on you. And it's things like that, where it's like, this mini I painted with a nice light red.
I got some new dice.
Think about the key sword from Final
Yeah.
Fantasy.
I had to build a
We're just showing off faith.
Jedi in D&D.
Whatever. I'm gonna cheat on all you motherfuckers.
Yeah, baby.
And that will end my turn.
Yep. 1 second. It's Crater's turn.
Boo.
Boo.
Doing his best.
Don't even.
He's doing his best. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't do
Don't.
it.
He's like,
But you guys are hating on him, you know?
because he sucks. Critter sucks.
What? What?
Very, very keen to me. I think it showed that spell. He never did anything. Creator did.
I tried to cast something and I counterspelled it.
Yeah. Well, I've been like
I don't even know what that was.
previous times. Creator hasn't done anything because he was invulnerable.
Yeah.
So
It just kind of stood there.
Yeah.
I know we did some damage. Did some spells.
But to me,
Most of it
think
came from staff.
I think if you take away the invulnerability, he's like, oh, I'm a little weak.
Oh shit.
But we'll see.
We'll see.
If he casts it again using, I don't know how he could, because it takes a 9th level spell slot. I have an 8th level spell slot, so I can just spell again. Maybe.
That's a spill again.
Okay.
It's gonna suck when they run.
Oh, fuck that.
He's going to kind of reach, he's going to have his staff.
Mhm.
You'll see it glow for a moment, and you see him kind of like lift his hand up and then close it. And you see like this bright light like surround you, Raph,
Okay.
right next to him. And you see this like beaming sunlight just down all around you. You see the wood start to sear.
Oh shit.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Fuck.
DC is 22.
Just on that.
Barely, potentially get that.
Yeah, barely. Was that 22?
Mhm.
Nope.
No.
No. Okay.
That's no. Captain.
No, for me, dog.
It's a hard pass.
Where did you get this?
God.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter World in Florida.
Oh, that's cool.
It's Dumbledore's.
So you're hit with 41 radiant damage as it like sears into you.
Ooh, thank God.
What happened?
I kept my concentration.
I was worried about it.
And then that gem glows again, and you see him just kind of reach out and touch your shoulder.
Oh, damn it.
41 damage. Okay, what am I doing?
How many hit points do you have?
80.
You hear him just whisper, "That's enough." And you just rigor mortis takes your body and you just fall back.
Alright, power kill.
Oh,
What?
Can I try and counterspell? I mean, I have to roll for it, so.
Yeah. I mean,
might
you
as
can,
well.
you can,
What?
I don't know if you can, yeah, I don't know if you can counterspell after he touches you.
Well, it would be him casting the spell.
Because
So-
it's instantaneous, so it's like,
I don't know. It's up to you. It would be my reaction, but I
it's
will.
just the verbal component, so it's not like unless you can do it right as he does it, you know what
It's
I
up
mean?
to you.
It's just like, it's not the kind of thing that has a build up, it's just as soon as he touches you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead.
dead.
He.
It says you utter a word of power that can compel one creature you see within range to die instantly. If the creature you choose has 100 hit points or fewer, it dies.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the spell has no effect.
And what is the casting time on it? Is it?
Instantaneous.
Oh, well then yeah.
That's what I'm saying, like,
I
it's
wouldn't be
not,
able to-
well, it's one action.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If it's one action, but if it does say instantaneous,
Yeah,
it's up to you. I will go either way.
we'll say roll with disadvantage.
Okay.
That way you have a chance, but you shouldn't have a chance, I guess.
No.
No? Okay. So you guys see Wrath just
Dead. That means the dome goes away.
oh yeah. And the dome unleashes the armies. You had one and it was worth it to kill your You could do that once, so.
Well, if he could do that more than once, we're gonna have a problem here.
We're telling
Yeah.
Amalia that you killed her baby.
It's all right.
Whatever. Orion is her husband.
Okay. Sage.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
And then
right.
Cora.
Okay, I know what I'm doing.
All right. Sage is gonna.
I forgot you're that thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot I put Mezgul on the field.
She's gonna try and tackle Bradbury as the fire elemental.
Okay.
So just hug him.
Just tackle him off the entire airship.
You know what? I can fly. That'd be fucking cool.
Do
If I
it.
just like carried him into the air and just
Yeah,
like.
fuck yeah.
Would you let me do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to try to, I mean, you have to do a successful grapple
Okay.
and like kind of push him off the edge.
That was a thrapple.
I have a.
What was? Did I say thrapple?
I don't. Oh, I thought you said
I
thrapple.
got a good strength.
Like
probably said
throw and grapple?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Successful grapple. Let's see. 23.
Sorry.
An athletics check.
Are you okay? Yeah, we'll have him do a contested athletic. He's not very athletic. Actually, yeah, he is. It's strength based. No, you're good. Yeah, that's a 2.
Woo! Now, when I do touch things, I get 1d10 fire damage. So on top of that, he'll take a little bit of damage. A wee bit.
I wonder if he'll get more once he falls off the boat.
Yeah.
He takes 2. He's still a tiefling, so he'll take half.
He's resistant fire.
Are you doing crit
No,
or
I was
crit?
saying, no, it's Bradbury, not Crater.
I know. Bradbury's a tiefling.
Oh,
What?
I thought he was a drow elf.
He's a tiefling. He's always worn a hat. You've never seen
Oh.
his. You've never seen his.
You was
Never seen his
I
horn.
totally thought he was
What
a
the
drow. The
actual
whole time I
fuck?
thought he was a drow. Wow. Okay. Cool. Well, yeah, I'm in the air with him
Okay.
over the edge.
Okay, so you're gonna take him over the edge?
Yeah, take him over the edge, and I'm just.
I'll put him there for right
Yeah,
now.
I want
Yes.
him-
We'll take her off too. Yeah. She's
Yeah.
going.
Yeah, I'm off
Keep
too.
going.
Yeah.
Okay. That's dope. Okay. Cora, and then Rain.
Alright, so I'm still invisible.
Yep.
Where do you wanna go with my nose?
Well, they're all over here.
Oh
So,
yeah.
I'm gonna go this way,
Mm-hmm.
and then they can't see me, obviously.
No.
And then I'm gonna fireball.
all the army.
Oh, yeah, fireball.
Sorry, Zeris.
I'm sorry, buddy. No, you didn't hear it.
Oh my god, his face!
Wait, what did you say?
She's gonna fireball all of them.
Fuck yeah, do it.
Sorry,
So, do I have to do anything for that, or do I just attack?
If they have to roll a dexterity saving
He's
throws.
so mad.
They're not even
Listen.
there.
They have disadvantage because they don't see it coming. It's kind of technically a sneaky fireball.
They would be our teeth, is that right?
There are tieflings. I forgot about that.
Mhm.
Well, that's not. They're immune to it all, right?
Not immune.
Resistant.
Resistant. So they take half damage.
Yeah,
Well,
it's still, I mean, you're
can still do it.
Yeah, you can still do it.
That's still not a nice
Hey,
blanket.
you know what? They all fail, they take, at least they'll take half damage.
Yeah.
So instead of
It'll
quarter,
be a nice blanket, hit.
they all pass and they'll take quarter damage. So.
It's fine.
She tackled him off.
It's fine to not do it or to
No,
do
no,
it?
no, it's fine.
Okay, so first we'll kind of roll each little dot to see who passes and who fails.
Black.
What's the DC?
18.
Black.
All right. They don't have good dexterity here. Oh, 16 fail.
Blue.
Oh, 11 fail.
White.
16 again, fail.
Red.
Oh, 20.
That passes.
Green.
And then 19. So,
So 3 fails.
so
two
red and
pass.
green both pass? for
Yeah,
you?
Christmas.
So red and green take quarter damage.
Christmas.
So roll 8d6 for those.
Thanks, Ollie. But they're not gonna die.
Oh, that's him, yeah. I was just trying to get anybody else was here.
I think raspberry.
I'm dead.
I can bring it back.
Don't like that noise.
Well, no, reading power word kill. It doesn't
28.
say anything specifically that you're impossible of coming back.
Oh, no, yeah, you can definitely, you can read
Yeah.
that. You're just like, there's no save.
Just dead.
Yeah,
No,
you're just-
yeah,
It just skips the saving throw.
Yeah, we're dead.
But he has 10 minutes to start it, so we'll do it after that.
We
Sorry.
also don't know.
All right, how much was
Oh, we're
it?
surviving battle.
28.
28,
So 14.
half, 7 for those two.
Yeah, 7 for red and green. 14 for the rest.
I'm sure.
Oh, no, I can't cast.
I mean, I did some good damage before I left.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. We'd be out of luck
I mean,
if
you
we
could
had
say
to-
that that's the reason he went for you.
Yeah.
Took off most of his health.
Use that all to, yeah.
Okay.
This is why we're gonna play Blades and Wizards.
All right. Rain.
Rain, you were right here.
And also,
And
Cora,
you're-
they don't know you're there.
Because we're
But
all turned the other way, right?
your invisibility does go away
Why would it?
because it's concentration
Did an
based.
action. Invisibility doesn't stay when you do an action.
Oh.
That's why when you
I picked that
stab
one
somebody,
specifically because I felt like I still keep it.
that's greater invisibility.
So, but the cool thing is because Fireball doesn't like come from a direction, it just kind of instantly blows up.
I'm
They're
still
all
behind
still
them.
they're all still looking at them.
And I was super stealthy. to
Yeah.
begin
So
with,
no one knows you're there, but now you're not invisible. I'm just letting you know.
Okay, no, that's good to know.
You can roll the hide again.
I mean, I'm already hiding, all right?
Well, you've done an action, so.
Listen,
I can re-hide.
I wouldn't waste your time. You're on the mid. You're at the. I
Front of
mean,
the
what are you
ship.
gonna do? Like, there's nowhere to hide here unless you like jump off the side and like hold on to the. Okay. Sorry, Rain.
You're right
You're up
here.
Yeah. trying to
14.
think.
Because you said it was still there, so nobody could go that way.
It's not anymore after you hit him for 71 points of
Oh,
damage.
okay.
I'm not even gonna roll for that. It would still be there, but you hit him for a lot. All right, Rain, what's up?
Okay, so I'm gonna move closer to Crater just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Is that good? Or
Okay.
do you want more?
No, that's fine. I'm gonna use my telekinesis and move Zenner out of the way.
Okay.
Are you gonna contest
I'm not
that?
that light, am I? I don't know if you could move that much.
You can with telekinesis. You can do a shove action. It's not just mage hands. You can actually do a
Are
shove
you,
action.
I also do have mage hands, so I can Yeah. And then I'm gonna do a 15-foot long fire type wall thing.
Oh, because of your just yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So your messenger like a wall of flame, just like a line. You're just like.
Yeah, it's like a line. Yeah.
Oh, it's just Iron Man.
Oh yeah, you just. Okay, what's the? He's got a save on that, right, Dex?
Yes. It's
Probably not.
yeah, it's a dex
14.
saving throw.
What's your DC?
14 is what I rolled. For some reason, this
That
nerdy
is
ass
a
wizard.
That's a fail.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
What's the damage?
No. No. Yeah. Love you. We let this be the last.
What's the damage, Heather?
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21.
Anyway,
Oh, dude. But that's fire damage, right?
Yes.
Yes.
God, fuck these tieflings.
Hey, tieflings are a good choice, man.
Wait till you take those on this.
He wasn't originally supposed to be a tiefling. You can blame your girl for that one.
No, we can blame Cree.
Your girl. I don't care which girl you blame.
Hey, you know what? You created Liam, okay?
Yeah, just be my boyfriend back in my hometown for backstory. And here we are. And here we are. 3 years
That's
later.
what you thought.
Don't put anything in your backstory you just want to fuck with.
I was born from the void.
That was a good choice. Yeah. For this fucking guy.
I'll still
Oh yeah, my dad hated us and like abandoned me. No, he just was, smited
Who's
by
your
poor God. Yeah,
a
by
little,
my God.
a little guy named Bradbury. So Bradbury is going to start his turn being grappled and being thrown off the ship.
Grapple.
How much damage does he take just by being in your? It's like he takes a flat
Every
something,
turn
right?
is another 1d10.
So he's going to go ahead and take that 1d10 again.
That's a 6.
So 3. And he's going to bonus action Misty Step back up to the boat.
How far can the Misty step?
Huh?
30 feet.
Yeah, this is just like, it's all like 6 seconds, so we just jumped off. I don't think she made it 6
She's probably floating like right here.
Yeah.
But I just don't.
But he goes, slips back.
Must be nice.
Do you want me to go anywhere after
Yeah, well, he wants to get next to the crater again.
that? Okay.
He's going for the old man.
You wanted to move to the old man?
Bring it,
No, he's gonna go fuck him up. Yeah, move him towards him. Yeah, because he's. Yeah, you're gonna see that same pointed blade, and he's gonna go around to the backside.
Okay. There's still a space right there, so because she pushed it, so.
Well, I'm saying this is where he misty stepped. So I mean, if he wants to misty step behind
Yeah,
him.
sorry.
Okay, this one's gonna take forever. Let's do the roll one. All right, so first thing, 28, gonna hit. 23.
You just lazy.
26.
He has 167 minus on his calculator.
And 27.
Those are all good solid numbers.
Yep, yeah. So then we're gonna do.
I survived through stabby sounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he got 4.
Oh.
4 hit.
Yeah.
He's gonna have first one's 28. Second one is 28. Same thing. Okay. 21 for the third one. And 32 for the fourth one.
Ouch.
You're like, for now.
Alright.
Are we ready to die?
No,
I'm already dead.
I'm not ready to die.
Well, you know what? You got to use your character once.
Xeris. Your turn.
Let's go.
So we got a problem.
Bradbury.
No, Bradbury's not the problem here.
I know.
You know what?
What he's talking about.
Technically,
I told you to get him out of there.
You don't know I did that. You just saw
There's
my fault. You don't.
100% knows you did it.
No, you don't.
I am facing towards them. You're right there. I also
does
saw
see
a
that.
flame wall come up. Look, he's not gonna be happy, and I honestly don't even think that he would stay on y'all's side at this point.
Jesus Christ.
So I'm giving this up to Shay to decide: do I join your team, or do you take over the character?
That is disgusting. What you're doing right now.
Jesus.
Actually disgusting.
It's his one thing. He has one thing that he's had this whole time.
They were going to attack us.
You don't know who they were gonna attack.
Yeah, you
No
just
attacks
rolled
had
in
been
the-
made. Nothing
No,
had
we
happened
rolled.
yet.
The crater.
Yeah.
Not any of the tieflings.
I mean, I'm not taking away any agency from you and Xeris, so whatever you want Xeris to do.
Yeah, you can't really give that to Shade. That's you right now. My personal opinion.
No, I mean, in the sense that like I know there's no party infighting. So if you want me to control a character that's going to start party infighting, or do you want to take over the character that's going to start party infighting?
Oh, so
He's turning sides. That's just straight up. There's no way out of it for him.
That's already decided by Trey, so now it's
Okay, so do you want him to start attacking us himself, or do you want to start attacking? Play him. Sorry, guys, I didn't realize Trey was gonna go that route.
Alright.
Well, I would say in this instance, I mean, Xeris' main priority is protecting his tribe. So,
Do you want to use it so that if we start to, he attacks whoever starts attacking them?
I mean, no, he's raging, so he's not thinking straight.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of he saw them get attacked by fire, and he's seen rain. He saw Sage, and he technically didn't see you with the flames, but he's seen people on our group using fire a lot this fight.
Yeah.
Ironically, against the tiefling. Don't know whose strategy that was to pick all flame spells, but I like it. No, it's okay. It's just funny. Like, we've done fireball, we've done delayed blast fireball, we've done regular fireball, we've done firewall, we've done fire elemental.
Prayers and Watsy can't figure out how
They might be dead by now if we had chosen any other element.
No, it's funny though. Yeah, I would say if I take over the character, he's not going on attack, he's going on defense. He's going on defending the tribe. If you keep playing him, you can do whatever you want.
Something tells me that it would be defense if Trey played it. Trey would want to go and smash.
And I am team
Someone.
Shade takeover.
There's yeah, it's a raging barbarian. I would play him as very aggressive right now.
All right, Trey. I think you should just go for it.
Okay.
What makes the most sense with this character? I mean, if that's his one thing and he sees us attacking it, I think it makes sense if he would be like, fuck, and then
I mean, he did say at the beginning of the combat, someone specifically asked, like, what do we do? Like, do we
like
attack
if
them?
I
And he
hurt
said,
them,
if
he
you
said, "I'm
hurt
killing
them,
you."
I kill you.
Yeah.
And then
Well, there you go.
second round, we attack them. So,
Yeah. I'm
I mean,
mad.
All right, Trey.
listen, a man's got to have his moral line.
So who's this right next to me right now?
That's Vitra.
That's me. I didn't do anything with fire.
Only that more line was a little thicker.
I didn't touch them.
Full
I
stage
didn't do
around
anything
it.
with fire.
I'm gonna roll for it.
Actually,
You're fucked.
I just thought about. I mean, I might be able to fix this by retconning something. You wouldn't have known the force cage went away
That's fine.
whenever you did the fireball,
Oh, you wouldn't have been
You know
able to
what I
cast on them.
because you didn't know you knew the force cage was there
You
because they
can't
were trying to
see
hit
the-
it, but you didn't see it go
the
away,
dome.
so you wouldn't technically know to attack it.
Okay.
I mean, I don't have to do that. We can still make it.
I mean, I
but
prefer we could just
'Cause
backtrack.
if we're gonna backtrack and say like, well, nobody knew that you
Yeah.
did the fireball, which is
Because then I would
fair.
have gone a different route.
Yeah, because like meta-wise, technically, you would have had no idea that went away. The only time you would have known is after Xeris' turn, when the white squad gets to go again, and they try to attack, and it goes through it, and they walk out.
Okay.
So if you want, you can kind of go back to your turn. You can kind of redo your turn and just kind
That's
of
fine. I'd still go there.
Because I prefer Xeris to not turn sides, because
I
that
would,
makes
yeah, that
the
would
rest
be-
of the game very difficult.
Yeah.
And I don't want him
Well-
to have to create a new character for like 5 sessions or
No,
whatever.
yeah, that makes sense. That's fine. I don't know where the placement was of everybody before that though.
They were all over here, so.
Well, I'm just saying, put yourself at this point in the initiative, like just going now, keeping
Okay.
everything how it was. You're
So
just
you
going.
did fireball, what would you do now in this situation?
Right now?
Yes.
Well, I was trying to make my way up there.
Probably make it about there.
Okay.
You can throw your dagger. if you
Well,
want.
I'm still invisible at this point.
Yeah, you're still visible.
So.
Of course, you can cast a spell or critter or raspberry.
That would take away your invisibility again.
Yeah, it would. But okay, so this was my plan B originally to do before that happened. Was I was going to try. What would you say is 15 radius?
Every little circle is probably about 5 feet. So everyone's base is probably about a 5 foot
5.
range.
like,
So yeah,
that's about
imagine 3 of
15.
them. Yeah.
Okay, because I plan to aim it so that by the end it's a 15 feet, so I would want to spray him as well, but that's just him.
Oh, got it. What are you trying to spray?
Color spray to blind him.
Okay, cool.
So that was my plan B. So I will do
No,
that.
that's dope. What does he have to save against? Is that like
I
Constitution?
don't think there's a.
There
No, there is. Yeah, let me look.
There better be a save. Fuck, blind.
Let's see.
Ka-cha,
Dazzling,
ka-chigga,
flash, color
ka-chigga.
spray. I rolled a 60-10, the total number of how many hit points of creatures the spell can affect. Creature in a 15-foot cone originate from you are affected in ascending order. Starting with the creatures with the lowest. Each creature affected by the spell is blinded until the spell ends. Subtract hit
So
points.
you have to equal his hit points.
Oh.
Um,
It'll be
no,
great.
it just says subtract each creature's hit point from the total before moving on to the next creature. So even if I don't pass him, he's just the only one affected, which was the goal in the first place. So technically, I roll a 60.
A creature's hit points must be equal to or less than the remaining total for the creature to be affected.
Oh, where's that?
How many,
The very last sentence.
how many dice do you roll?
60-10,
So
so the
if he
top
has-
is 60, so that's
Yes.
not gonna work.
Well, it depends on how much HP you think he has left.
More than 60.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bradbury's still looking good. Crater, not so much.
Okay.
Crater has seen better days. He depends on that invulnerability.
Yeah.
That's why I asked if he got really wide-eyed when Xander took it away.
I mean, yeah, I think more and more that he's been fucking flat, you know? He was probably feeling okay until he got smacked by all of your shit. Yeah, you just spread him open.
Okay, so then might as well just do my blink dagger, go straight to Kratos. And throw it at Crater. Sorry, Crater.
God of war!
So blink dagger, throw it at him and do a sneak attack.
Okay.
Because I'm invisible. So do I roll? Does he
Sure.
roll?
No, you can roll to attack.
With advantage?
You're invisible.
Yeah,
so yeah.
you get sneak attack. Oh,
I'm invisible.
are you a rogue? Yeah, you get sneak attack.
She's
Sorry.
already
I'm-
interested.
Yeah, you definitely have sneak attack.
That's fine, sneaky, it's deceptive. Nat 20.
Woo, damn.
Well,
So,
Well, all right.
so,
Um,
so 4,
what is your, how many
18,
D6 do
22.
you have right now?
D6, so an 8d6.
So 48 plus your original attack. What were you attacking
86
with?
is 24.
8 to D6.
8
No, it's
D6?
48,
Dog.
sorry.
Yeah.
48,
We need to talk.
Plus my D4 plus 3d6
so
plus
48, 52, 70, 6. Now roll your 80s. Now roll everything again. So 76 to begin with.
Okay.
10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19,
That was really good.
31, 32, 33, 34, 36. Plus, I need a D4.
My dice, please.
Are you good?
Oh, my neck just always hurts.
Oh, yeah.
37, 38, 39, 40. 1, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59.
Plus 76. So 130 something?
135?
Excuse me? My God. What? And what was this?
Oh, no.
It's just sneak attack.
I got
Great.
I crit on a sneak attack.
Okay, got it. Wow, holy shit.
So when I hit, it's good.
So you literally just severed his spinal cord.
Yeah.
Rain, you're up.
Crater falls.
Oh, damn.
Well, that
Okay,
seems good.
okay. Where's
Bradbury's right here.
He's right
Next
there,
to
yeah.
Zenra.
Next is it.
Zendra's in the way? Yeah.
Look what my other.
Can you move me over to the right, like 10 feet?
You want to go to the right or the left?
That way, the left. My right, your left. And then I'm gonna do that fire thing again, the line of fire at Bradbury.
Okay. Okay. One for action.
Dexterity roll.
Yeah, dexterity save.
He passes.
Damn it.
Damn it.
He's really good with dexterity. He's really good with dexterity.
Oh, well, he gets half damage. Hold on.
Well, I'm getting a quarter damage now.
That's all right, still damage.
Yeah, still damage.
Oh, it's 27 total, so half of that.
7, so 13. 6. Ow! All right. Bradbury's turn. You see Bradbury look over at Crater who's fallen, and you see that like kind of cocky smirk of his kind of fade to just like an angry like scowl. Bradbury Misty steps over to Crater. It's a free action.
Yeah, I should have jumped him off the ship.
Still broadcast from my keys.
He
Are you still down under?
I haven't had
Parallel.
it, short yet, so.
oh, actually, one second. Yep. So yeah, he Misty steps over to Crater's body, and you see him pull out this this little black dagger. And you also see him pull out this, like from inside his trench coat, you see him pull out this, what looks like this little circular metal, it almost looks like a hockey puck. But as soon as he pulls it out, it like starts to glow with this small blue flame. And you see him look up to the sky and look down at the body. You see him stab Crater with the blade.
Damn it.
And you see him dump this flame, which just pours like liquid. This flame like pours like liquid onto him. I'll be right back.
Do I recognize the
Yeah, I want
You recognize that the dagger is the touch. You don't recognize the puck.
Are we reenacting whatever needs to happen right now? Or
Is that the soul?
Probably.
No, but
You don't think it's the soul? I think it's the soul.
I mean, yeah, it could be.
So you guys watch as he does this. Crater's body starts to like. Crater's body starts to like involuntarily like.
Oh, God.
And you see like this armored metal hand stab through the bottom of him out, almost like a zombie trying to escape a grave. Like, and you see them pulling his body
go back in.
into the wood, almost like pulling it under. And as it pulls through, you just see all the bones cracking and Crater, and you see like the armor and everything snap. And climbing up, you see this long helm with these giant pointed pieces coming out the back. You see the claws climb up this armored body. You see this chest like armored with this kind of muddied, disgusting looking armor, but this giant red ruby in the center. You see him climb all the way up, and as he does, he expands and stretches his shoulders, and as he does, these massive black feathered wings come out beside him.
No.
Fucking Orion.
Yep, you're Orion.
Is he listening high?
Hi, Wings.
It's kind of hard to see because all the wings come curl around. You're like,
Yeah.
easy. It's
Oh, can you
Finish
show
the
the
food.
camera? Yeah. Oh, don't knock her off.
No,
I just
I'm
want to like
sorry.
pick it up and show it to the camera. It's not the best, but
That's what he looks
look at Heather's face. Oh,
So sorry, Corda. You're right.
It's okay. I don't want to be there anymore.
So, me either.
Whose turn is it?
one second.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's like, what do you want to say?
Yeah, honestly.
Oh, not yet.
I like that.
We know what it is.
We don't know who this, I mean, it's a mini, so we can buy one for it. Yeah, for sure.
We have his eye.
You have
See, we don't know.
the eye.
Huh?
Hmm?
Huh?
Well, you think you have the eye. Sorry. let me-
Oh my God.
I've been carrying around this metal box for a fucking 7 minutes at the same time.
maybe.
What?
It's a crazy ass mini.
So
It's an amazing mini.
you see Bradbury stab him, and this liquid flame pour over his body, melting him, and this beast of a man pulls through, and he just like expands his wings around and kind of looks down at everybody, looks up at the sky, and takes like a big.
Well, Cora's having a rough day.
30 years.
We got there. If we get there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And he's just gonna grab Bradbury with his claw and just. And as he does, he's gonna point his finger down at the entire ship. Oh shit. And you start seeing
Yeah.
from the sky.
Oh my god. Are we still in
That is
the
beautiful.
Right, are we?
This is gonna hurt.
Something
This is gonna disintegrate Raph's body.
No, we'll get it out.
Raph is a small fairy.
I need everyone to make dexterity saving throws.
I am still off the ship, but I'm still close. Should I
It is
also?
a 40-foot radius.
Yeah,
so
we're
it's
gonna say
80
I'm
foot
in
diameter.
It is 4
That's
40-foot radiuses.
not weak.
Because there's 4. Like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Do you want to roll for the people,
I
or are they just dead?
They're gonna die.
can roll for them.
I can.
I don't want to.
Okay. Okay. Not great for
Would you roll
red.
We're at 23.
Okay.
Okay,
so only red failed.
Evasion.
Oh, right automatically that?
Yeah,
Oh, I'll do that.
because this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt.
Bad.
So
I'm gonna be out.
who does what here?
I would like to evade.
Okay.
I'm gonna do my best to evade.
Okay.
Automatically not.
Senra, are you got what's your dexterity save? Okay.
28.
I evaded.
I'm dead.
He's dead.
So
Yeah.
Ray.
17.
Okay.
28, nice.
Trey.
It's a strong 12.
Okay. And then Ray.
I'm gonna use my telekinesis and move myself out of the way.
You know, move 10.
That's not how that works.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't, you can, there's a lot of them.
It's a 40, it's the whole ship.
It's 80 feet.
Yeah, it's 80.
You
Yeah.
can't, Ted isn't gonna do it.
Okay, then I got a 19.
19.
19.
And
Okay.
you're immune to fire damage. I know.
Yeah, you are immune to
Hey,
fire.
me too.
I am immune. I'm immune to fire damage. Great.
It's 20 d6.
Take me out.
You caught it.
It's 20 of each.
Oh, 20 of each. No, it's 40 of each.
So there is 74 fire damage, and then 71 bludgeoning damage as it these all crush. Now I will say, because of where he pointed, he was really just aiming at the ship, so it hits a little bit, but not everything is kind of full on. So it's going to be mainly just trying to attack the ship, and as these kind of hit, it destroys the engines holding it up, and the ship starts to sink slowly and then starts to build rapidly. It was about 50 feet in the air, so it is very heavy. So the first 10 feet kind of like go until the engines completely give out, and then
Yeah, I'm gonna fly before.
and the
it
ship
takes
and the
on.
ship just gets smashed. And as you guys kind of like blink awake, whoever's still alive, blink awake, you just see rubble and flames. You see a few of the tieflings just weeping over lost brothers and sisters. There was originally about 100 or so tieflings on this boat, and there's maybe about 60 survivors, so about 40 were killed in the explosion and the drop. And you guys kind of look up at just the dust and rubble, and you kind of see the wings of Orion just kind of floating off into the sky. And that's where we'll end the session.
So wait, what, like, I'm confused. What did we get damage from if he was
The
the
meteors.
meteor shower?
Yeah.
Okay,
So it was 145 points of damage overall.
so anyone who doesn't have 145 total is
You
dead?
passed.
Why no?
So you take 70,
Okay,
You're still knocked out.
yeah, I'm still knocked out.
but you're not completely dead.
Right.
Okay, got it.
Also resistances and stuff. So
Well, I don't think she's resistant to anything.
So just to recap before we
Okay,
end
I
the
just wanna make
session,
sure.
right? Because I want to make sure we know exactly who's up and who's down.
Yeah,
Zenro's out.
I'm out.
You're out.
You're
You're
dead.
all the way.
I'm great.
You're good.
I'm fine.
You're good.
Raise
Xeris and Rain. I know Xeris is fine.
How's Heather? How's Rain? You're
So she was immune to fire damage.
That's right. So she only, at the most, she only took 7.
Well, and, yeah,
So I'm wrapped up. Once I.
How many hit points did you have?
I had 30.
Oh, because he slashed you up earlier.
All right.
Okay, so before we go to the next session, I want. Oh wait, you can do healing stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. We'll deal with that later.
Can I
So-
get them up or are we gonna end?
No, we're gonna end here.
Okay.
I just wanted to know who's down. So the 3, that side of the room isn't doing great.
I'll help you guys.
Okay,
Got you. Thanks, Sage.
welcome to the end.
Oh my god.
I'm triggered it.
That's okay, we knew it was gonna
Just,
be.
just to clarify, it was the soul.
What?
It
It was
the
the soul that he poured
If
out.
you guys
on
would
the-
have, when you were in the war room earlier, if you would have checked that journal again, you would have noticed that it was now on the move.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, because the coordinates.
Yeah,
anything about it.
but
I didn't have it, so I think I could send my inventory.
cool.
It was the eye.
I still have the eye as far as I know.
We don't.
No, he may just not be fully go. He might not be 100%. He might just hit us with 75% of his ability.
I guess we'll find out. All
I
right.
can always look in.
Well, thank you for playing.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye, TV people.